Good morning, everyone! Welcome back to more of Taisho X Alice, Red Riding Hood's route. Sorry in advance for being a little, later than usual. It's because a VTuber that I like was doing a karaoke stream and I wanted to watch till the end. But yeah, now I'm here and I think we have enough time to actually finish the whole game. Well, anyways, I will try my best. Unless something happens, I will try my best to finish everything today. Yeah, so let's go. Why are you moaning like that, bro? I come in and he's moaning in my ear already. Babes, please. Oh, good morning, Red. It was in the middle of making breakfast when Red sat up on the sofa. He froze in place for a moment. Maybe he wasn't entirely awake yet. Red? I raised my voice a little louder.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
What's wrong, baby? He sprang back and tumbled off the sofa. Honey. He's so stupid. I love it. Are you okay?
はい。あ、そうだ。狼は。
What about him? Red seized me by the shoulders.
何もなかったか？怪我は？
No?
起きてるならなんで起こさなかった？あなたは狼に狙われているんですよ。何かあってからでは遅いんです。
Look at baby! He has eye bags now. Oh, that's a good detail. Oh, he must haven't slept in a while to have that much eye bags. Oh, my honey. Oh, I'm sorry. At least he didn't scream at me this time.
うわあ！すみません。
Chill. Oh no, it's fine. Spoke too soon. He looked at me with tears in his eyes. Bro, what's up? It's just, he looks so peaceful, and I couldn't bear to ruin it.
気を使わないでください。あなたがどうにかなった方が心配だ。
Aww. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to wake you next time.
約束ですよ。
I promise. Normally I would have liked to do pinky swear, but given his condition, I was better off not pushing my luck. That reminds me, breakfast is ready.
朝ごはん。
As soon as he saw what was waiting for him on the table, his eyes grew round as saucers.
これは。
It's a skillet cake. Skillet cake? What is a skillet cake? After you mentioned baking cakes yesterday, I felt like making one myself. I was hoping to make it a little fancier than this, but I didn't have enough time or ingredients on hand. Sorry. Oh, that's a thing? The cake itself was baked in a skillet. Oh, like the thing, like the cast iron pan that you can put in the oven? Oh, I can't make that then. The cake itself was baked in a skillet using soft wheat flour and baking soda. Then I added whipped cream, jam, and mint leaves as garnish. All told, it was still a rather plain cake. But at least this way it resembled something along the lines of a chiffon cake. I love chiffon cakes!
いえ、十分豪華です。おばあさんの作るケーキはこんなおしゃれじゃなくてもっとシンプルでしたから。
Oh, really? I should have asked for more details. Can you tell me more about them?
作っていただけるのですか？
Yeah, no promises, of course, but I'll give it my best shot. I am pretty handy in the kitchen after all.
知っています。
This time it was my turn to look at him in surprise. Usually he'd always eat my cooking in complete silence, so his opinion of my skill had been a total mystery until now.
食べてもいいですか？
Aw, yes, of course! He sliced off a forkful and shoved it into his mouth. How is it?
おいしい。
Yay! Really? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Go ahead and have as much as you like, okay? I can make as many of these as you want. Oh, and also, do you have any other requests or favorite dishes? Just say the word, and I'll do my best to make as much as you want. I got so excited I started babbling at 1,000 miles a minute can't keep repeating as much as you want for some reason.
あなたは
What? In contrast to my giddiness, Red looked somewhat conflicted. I tilted my head at him, encouraging him to speak his mind.
いえ
Bull.
何でもありません
Finish your sentences! It had now been a week since I received the first blackmail letter, and 5 days since Red's arrival at my house. Once again, I was headed off to school. I wasn't going to let anything stop me, not even the big bad wolf and his mean, scary blackmail.
本当に行くんですか
Yep.
休んだ方がよろしかったのではあなたは狼に狙われているんですよあんな脅迫状まで届いて何かあったらどうするんですか
I feel like my voice sounds really weird today. Is it just me? So you think I should just hide in my house forever? I don't think so.
あなたは危機感が薄いんですよどうにかなった後では遅いんです
Red has been bickering with me about this all morning. It's strange. He never would have acted like this just a few short days ago. But maybe this was to be expected. After all, I was being pursued by a scary, vicious wolf. What's the problem? You'll protect me, won't you?
当然ですあなたがどこにいようと私が駆けつけてあなたを悪漢から守ります
Yeah. Sounds like I can really count on you.
当然です私は警察官ですから
Right.
あ
Hey,
あ
we both started talking at the same time, then both hesitated in unison as well. You first.
いえそちらこそどうぞ
With neither of us willing to go first, an awkward silence descended between us. We were both getting nowhere fast, so eventually I caved. What do you plan to do after this case is closed?
どうするつもりって
When I asked you last time, you said you'll leave as soon as the wolf is apprehended, right? Bro forgot.
それは当然です職務を果たしたのですから
I see. After a moment of silence, I looked into his eyes and said, What if I asked you to stay?
え
I really like...
ああわあわあ
I can't even confess! Mean! Babes. I like...
わあ
Babe, please. Every time I attempted to profess my feelings for him, he interrupted me with the force of 1,000 suns. Good grief, how shy can one guy be? Not that I don't love that about him, of course. What were you going to say? I casually changed the subject.
あはい私は
He faltered. The light seemed to leave his eyes.
やっぱり何でもありません
What do you mean? Oh.
何ですか狼ですか
No, I just realized we're already almost at the school.
あはい
Well, anyway, I'll be going now. I gracefully spun on my heel and turned towards the school building.
はいお気をつけて
I quickly found, however, that I was unable to move. Why you at? Sorry, that was an awful screech. Alright, yeah, I'm fine now. Why you ask? Because Red had grabbed me by the arm and was refusing to let me go. Why are you screaming? You did that! All at once he leapt away, his face flushed scarlet.
すみません つい。
Ah, an impulse, huh? No, it's fine. Evidently, even he wasn't quite sure why he had grabbed me.
ああ、なぜ私はこんなことを。
He shrank down into a ball and as he mumbled to himself. Much as I wanted to stay and relish the moment, I had classes to attend. I crouched down and looked into his eyes. Okay, I really gotta go now.
はい。
He jumped to attention and saw me off with a dutiful salute. Oh,
気持ち悪いな。
shut the fuck up, bro! Rude. What's wrong? Feeling sick or something?
ああ、そうだな。お前の顔が気持ち悪くてな。
Asshole. Rude. If you keep bullying me, I'm not gonna make your lunch anymore.
いらねえって言ってるのに、毎回作ってよこしてるのはお前の方だろうが。
Oh, right. Yurika is too nice.
随分とご機嫌なようだが、奴とは仲良くやってるみたいだな。
That obvious, huh? Anyway, yes, things are going well. Better than they were before, at any rate. It's been a busy week, to say the least. I slumped my shoulders.
なんだそんな顔して。疲れたか
His expression didn't shift a fraction, but his tone took on a hint of amusement. Exhausted, actually. Did you see the damage? Flower beds trampled, house ransacked, and a broken window. That's crossing a line.
俺に言ってもしょうがないだろ。
I mean, yeah, but... Is Wolfie out sick again today?
ああ、そうだな。今日は見舞いに行く日だろ。
Yep, I even baked a cake. I held up my wicker basket containing small will get well gifts.
ああ、そうか。
Ah, you don't care at all, do you?
どう返せって言うんだ
If Wolfie were here, he'd say, "Wow, are you for reals? That's so awesome! I knew I could count on you, stunner!" Or something along those lines. Sadly, my imitation of Wolfie, which I'll have you know was extremely accurate, didn't win me any points with Mr. Huntsman. Don't give me that look. It's like talking to a brick wall. This is why you can never keep a girlfriend, you know?
勝手に言い寄ってきて、勝手に幻滅してるだけだろ
Sure, buddy. Don't blame me when you end up alone at age 40. I can't read.
どうでもいいな。
With that comeback, Mr. Huntsman pulled a lollipop out of his jacket pocket and started to unwrap it.
そんなことより、狼の家に見舞いに行くんだろあいつには俺から連絡しといてやるよ。
Thank you.
じゃあ帰れ。
Oh, come on. Let's keep chatting a little more.
俺はな、お前と違って暇ではないんだ。
But we're on lunch break. He frowned at me, the lollipop stick poking out from between his lips. Let's talk. I feel like a weep whenever I say Japanese words, so I just won't. Mr. Huntsman, am I a bad person?
ああ、そうだな。悪い子だ。
Mean.
というわけだ。帰れ。
Bully, bully. No crime goes unpunished. Which means I might get my just desserts here soon. Mr. Huntsman listened to me intently.
狼か
Yes?
まあ、脅迫状からわかる通り、狼は独自の正義感の持ち主のようだからな。何をしでかすかわからん。
It really sounds like he has a lollipop in his mouth. You think the voice actor actually ate a lollipop for this scene? Very thorough. I like it. Are you worried? That's so sweet. I wonder what Red's up to right now.
お前を監視してるんだろ
Yeah, to keep me safe.
嬉しそうだな。
I know, messed up, isn't it? As I spoke, I wandered to the window. Outside, Red was patrolling around the school gates, looking anxious. Think he'll come over here?
来ないだろ
There's still so much I don't know about him.
今更すぎるだろ だいたい1週間も経ってないのに相手のことがわかるわけないだろどうせお前のことだから一緒にいるうちに好きになってちょっといい雰囲気になったからって告白でもしたんだろ
This asshole of a brother, I swear. Ugh, you've got me there.
お前はオープンすぎて一般人の感性に合わないんだ少しは自重しろ売られてもいいのか
You're so mean. Honestly, I could live with that.
そういえばお前はそうだったな
I don't care if the one I love rejects me, as long as it means he'll be happy. Yurika, you're such a good girl.
相変わらずよくわからん思考回路だな
Isn't that your job? Or is that hunter license just for show?
漁師だからこそ言うんだろ
I smirked at him. Then as my gaze casually drifted to the window, I spotted Red glancing around nervously as he headed into the school building. Oh,
なんだ
he's coming this way. I gotta go.
ゆりか
Yes?
狼には気をつけろよ
Why? What's wrong with the wolves? Red?
ミス・アリス。
What are you doing here? He pressed his index finger to his lips. Then he gestured for us to move towards the bushes, so I obliged. No, really, what's going on?
すみません。見つかったら追い出されるかと思って。
I wanted to disagree, but instead I laughed vaguely.
とりあえず、無事でよかった。
Of course I'm safe here. I've got my very own support network.
そういえば、ご友人がいるんでしたっけ？男。
Otoko, sorry. Yeah, he's part of it, but he's been out sick since yesterday.
昨日から？
Yeah, didn't I tell you? He caught a cold. The look on his face suggested he had only just remembered. That's no big deal. Not like anything's happened, you know? I gave a cute little shrug. This time he looked at me like I had grown a second head. Haven't seen that one in a while. Plus, it's not like I don't have other friends.
まあ、言いたいことはいろいろとありますが、とにかく、あなたが無事でよかった。
He heaved a sigh of relief. On further inspection, he looked a bit pale for some reason. Is something wrong?
いえ、
Are you feeling sick? Is your fever flaring up again?
いえ、違います。ただ、あまりここにはいたくないというか。
After a moment of contemplation, I clapped my hands together. Alright then, let's skip school!
え？
I wanted to go visit my friend anyway, so this works out perfectly.
何を突然。
Ignoring his palpable hesitation, I took a few steps forward, then spun on my heel. We're going on a date, Red!
デート？
Cute!
デート、デート、デート、デート。
Hello, Earth to Red? I waved my hand in front of his face.
すみません。つい、ぼーっとして。
It's fine.
いいんですか？サボったりなんかして。
Yeah, I don't care. Truth be told, I'm no angel.
そんなことは。
Normally I'd like to take you someplace fancy like a movie theater, but that'll have to wait for another time. And so we found ourselves at the lakeshore. Oh, in the blackmail letter, it said that the wolf will kill us at the lake. So why the fuck are we at the lake? During weekdays, the entire forest area was deserted, enabling a relative level of privacy. Personally, I was in the mood to break out our lunchboxes and have a picnic. So I stabbed my fork into one of the bacon-wrapped asparagus spears and offered it to Red. Say,
できるわけないでしょ！
babes, come on. Blushing, he quickly leaned back. Darn. Oh well, I tried. I probably gave up and put the fork in my mouth instead.
Oh,
He wanted it! Baby! What was that?
なんでもないです
Cutie. His pouty face was so unbearably adorable, I couldn't help but swoon a little. Oh yeah, and I've got some leftover cake from breakfast, so let me know if you'd like some.
はい
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The word cake reminded me of something else. Could you tell me more about your friend's grandma's cake? Did she give you the recipe?
レシピまではただ緑色をしたケーキで中にブドウみたいなものが入っていました
Purple in color with grape-ish things inside? What did it taste like?
ほんのりと甘かったです渋みはそれほどなくて形や食感はあなたが作ってくれたものとよく似ています
Sounds like my recipe isn't too far off then. I just need to change up the ingredients. Yes, it's red cabbage, obviously. Blueberry. Or eggplant, holy shit, I just realized. What will you use for the grape-like things? Actual grapes? I think I might know what to do. Maybe.
本当ですか
I'll give it a try sometime. Oh, but then again, you're going to leave right after you catch the wolf. So...
あなたが
Hmm?
あなたがいいと言うなら私が遊びに行きますほらそれに前にあなたが言ったじゃないですか春の庭が綺麗だと
Of course you can visit me, silly. You're always welcome at my house. I've
あり
never
がとう
had
ございます
daikange. He smiled shyly.
私はいつもあなたにもらってばかりいますね私からも何かお返しできればよいのですが
You are silly. You're guarding me right now, aren't you?
それは当然のことですから
And you took care of me when I was sick. And you made me porridge. And you bought me a flower.
それは
If anything, you're the one spoiling me. So if there's ever anything I can do for you, just say the word. What? What the? What was lewd about that? No, exactly. Like, what was lewd about that? Does he just have his mind in the gutter 24/7?
すみません
He swayed unsteadily, his hand clutched over his nose. Are you okay?
大丈夫です
Behind my foot, you look white as a sheet. In response to this blatant deceit, you... What the fuck is a clothesline? I will do that one... No, There's no endings where I do the clothesline thing, so let's save. Save here. Let's see the clothesline first, because I just genuinely don't know what that is. Clothesline him. Summoning my resolve, I got to my feet. Ren?
はい
Then I ran at him with my arm outstretched and clotheslined him. What is that? What is that supposed to mean? My arm struck him square in the neck, and the two of us toppled to the ground. He watched blankly as I sat upright, shifted around behind him, and put his head on my lap. Wah! I think... Is this... What is this? Is this clothesline or does tickling does the same thing? Let's try again. Summoning my resolve, I got to my feet. Red?
はい
Take this! Once his guard was down, I lunged at him and tickled his side. Cute laughter. The reaction I was hoping for. In the heat of the moment, I pushed him down. With me sitting on top of him and smirking, Red froze stock still like an ice sculpture. So I took that opportunity to shift into a lap pillow position. Once I lifted his head and placed it on my thighs, Red snapped back to reality. Cute! I love how scared he is all the time. So cute. It's the lap pillow trope you didn't know you wanted.
太ももが頭に太
Quiet down now. I looked down at him sharply. Baby. Nose gushing blood, Red opened and shut his mouth repeatedly, but no words came. Meanwhile, his complexion was a kaleidoscope of colors, flushed 1 minute and pallid the next. If you keep bleeding this much every day, you're going to end up anemic. Pulled out a handkerchief and mopped him up.
ミス・アリス
Yes? He called my name between gasps of breath. As I peered down at him, however, he averted his gaze.
なんでもありません
He's so cute, guys. Look at him. He's so cute. You're like a broken record today. I stroked the golden strands of his hair peeking out from beneath his hood.
うわ
La, he says. Oh, sorry. I wasn't thinking.
いえ
If you don't like this, just say the word and we can stop. I know what you're thinking. Oh, now you ask. And all I have to say is this. Better late than ever. He didn't respond. You like it? I guess that means he's fine with it? After an awkward silence, Red seemed to regain his composure.
あなたはいつもこのようなことを私以外にもするのですか
What?
例えば今からお見舞いに行くというご友人とかに
No, just you, really.
本当の私を知っても
What do you mean, the real you?
あいや
He fell silent, grimacing. I stared at him intently. As I recall, the real you is... What was it you said? Stoic, rational, smart, and self-reliant? I recited his professed self-image back to him.
そうですけれど本当はそうではなくて本当の私はすごく弱くてそれにとても卑怯な人間です私は本当はとても悪い人間なんです
I'm sure you're not. Red? Seeing that Red thinks he's a bad person, how will you respond? Tell him I forgive him. Well then, I forgive you.
許す
Yeah, so what if you're a bad person? I can forgive you for that. They say no crime goes unpunished, but for me, no sin is unforgivable.
許し
I bet I must sound like Mother Teresa or something, huh? Regardless, I'll still forgive you, no matter what anyone says. Even you. You don't need to beat yourself up over it. At this, his eyes widened slightly. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he looks so cute here. He's adorable. He looked to be on the verge of tears, so I gently stroked his head. This time he didn't make a fuss over it, just quietly accepted it. Then, after a moment, he whispered,
狼を捕まえたら狼を捕まえたらあなたにお話ししたいことがあります
That's either he's going to confess to us or he's going to confess to like an unimaginable sin he's done. It can go really both ways. Also, hi Yuki! Thank you for coming as always. You can't tell me right now?
はい。今、
Sorry. Well, okay. Once you've caught the big bad wolf, I'll be right here to hear you out. He pursed his lips together like he was biting back all the pain in his heart. His golden blonde lashes seems to be trembling.
数日前までの自分はいつも一人でこんな風に誰かと一緒に過ごすなんて考えられなかった。
Does the solitude bother you?
あなたと一緒です。もう随分と一人でいるので慣れてしまいました。寂しいとか嫌いだとかそういった感覚はとっくにどこかへと置き忘れてしまいました。
Did you though? Are you sure you stopped? If you ask me, I bet you never once stopped hating it. Of course, I'm happy to see you today. Yay! Thank you, Yuki! Sure, maybe you were alone at one point, but then your friend came along, right? And then you met his sweet old grandma. You really think you could go back after that? I think deep down, you've been conscious of your loneliness this whole time. But look at us now, Red. I have you, and you have me. And there's more to this story. So much more. I just wish you'd open your eyes and see it. What is this? This sounds very sus. One sunny afternoon found me standing outside the flower shop, hesitant. I was torn, unsure which flower to buy, unsure which would make grandmother the happiest. At last I had saved up enough money to purchase flowers from the store. All those nights going hungry would finally be worth it. I was in high spirits, excited for the gorgeous bouquet my money could afford. Red, white, pink, purple, yellow. The flower shop was awash in colors. Personally, I was partial to red. After all, it was the same color as the riding hood grandmother had given me. And in my eyes, that made it a special color. My attention was drawn to the roses, which stood out among the rest of the red blooms. I was by no means an expert in flowers, but roses were familiar, at least. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford a full bouquet of them when the price for even a single rose was exorbitant.
もっとお金貯めようかな。
I could afford to wait after all. Just then, someone called out to me.
あ、いた！こんなところにいたのかよ。探したぜ。
あ、
チャーッセ！何やってんだよ、赤ずきん。
It was unusual of him to track me down.
別になんでもない。
まあいいよ。なあ、今から湖の方に行こうぜ。
Sus?
湖？ああ、別にいいけど。
And so, at my friend's insistence, we headed to the lake where we first met. There he told me that he had gotten into an argument with grandmother.
喧嘩した？
ああ。
あんなに仲がいいのに。
だってばあちゃん、うっせんだもん。俺が大丈夫って言ってんのに、あれしちゃダメ、これしちゃダメってさ。
それはお前を思ってのことだろ？
わかってるよ。
According to him, they had gotten into an argument over a small trifle, leading him to run away from home.
でも、俺はもっと外で遊びたいんだ。思いっきり走りたい。遠くにだって行きたい。それなのに、いつまでもこんなちっちゃいところでおとなしくなんてしてらんねえぜ。
I felt sorry for him. He was born with a weak constitution that made strenuous physical activity dangerous.
お前はいいよな。俺なんかと違って強くてさ。冷静で頭が良くて、誰かの力に頼らないで自分の力だけで行動する狼のような男を目指してたはずなんだけどな。 今だから
I'm sorry.
俺はお前が羨ましいよ。
I was startled to hear this. I never imagined he would ever say such a thing. Unlike me, he had everything. He was smart and confident and extroverted and rich. The more I learned about him, the more he felt like he was from a different world entirely. And yet, now he claimed he wished he was me. It was simply unbelievable.
きっとお前と出会えてなかったら毎日つまんなかったんだろうな。
楽しい？
そうだよ。お前と話してるとすっげえ刺激があって面白いよ。
He dismissed my doubts with a laugh.
なあなあ、今日は夜まで付き合いよ。
I don't trust this boy.
そんでさ、秘密基地作ろうぜ。俺さ、家からお宝持ってきたから、お前も見るだろ？見たいだろ？な！
うん。
And so I agreed to his proposal. Was it because I'd seen a new side of him? Was I tickled by the thought of him envying me? I couldn't say. But if only I had the sense to stop him then, things never would have turned out the way they did. We decided to build our tree fort deep in the woods. Meanwhile, I kept watch to ensure he didn't overexert himself. First, we collected tree branches, cardboard boxes, and other materials. Then, I climbed up our chosen tree and used rope to affix them per my friend's instructions. According to him, this was how tree forts are made. Time flew by, and soon the sun began to set.
大量大量！
In our search for materials, we came across a large quantity of wood planks. As we were hauling them back, however, we heard sirens in the distance.
なんだかうるさいな。
うん。
Just then, I got a really bad feeling. Dread crept into my heart.
なあ、今日はこれくらいにしてもう帰らないか？
今日は夜まで付き合うって約束だっただろ。男と男の誓いを忘れたか？
忘れてないけど。
じゃあ最後まで付き合え。
わかった。
あ、そうだなあ、さっき湖でいいもの見つけたんだ。
いいもの？
The something cool was a blue tarp floating on the lake's surface. Neither of us knew what it was doing there. Maybe it was blown there by the wind?
見ろ、あれがあれば雨をしのげるぞ。
Is he going to drown?
でも遠いぞ。まさか湖に入るわけにはいかないし。
木の棒を使えばなんとかなりそうだな。
Positioning himself on the very end of the lake pier, he used a tree branch to attempt to reel the tarp in. He's so going to fall in! Unfortunately, the tarp was at the mercy of the lake's tide, which pulled it back and forth.
もう少し。
無理するな。私がやる。
いい、俺がやる。
With a firm hold on his calves to keep him from falling in, I kept a close eye on him.
こんなところにいたのか。
Just then, a hard-eyed man came dashing out of the forest.
フードをかぶってる方。お前が狼か。
See, Wolfie? The man grabbed me by the arm.
お前のおばあさんが倒れたんだ。今病院に運ばれた。ずっと孫の名前を呼んでる。早く行ってやれ。
ばあちゃん。
Just then, there was a loud splash.
助けた。
My friend had slipped and fallen into the lake. Because he was forbidden from most physical activity, naturally he didn't know how to swim.
ち
The man whipped off his jacket. Unsure what to do, I just stood there.
お前は早く行け。お前のおばあさんがお前を待ってる。
He gave me a little push. I was torn between my friend drowning right in front of me and grandmother, who had allegedly been whisked away to the hospital. After a fraction of a second, I turned my back on my friend and took off running.
おばあさん。
When I arrived, I found grandmother lying in a hospital bed.
なんで？
I didn't understand what had happened. Just yesterday, she was the very picture of health. But today, she stared blankly up at the ceiling, her face pale and lifeless.
どうなった？もしかして狼ちゃんかい？
Evidently, her eyes weren't working, or else she would have known it was me.
俺だよ、おばあちゃん。
I lowered my voice to try to sound more like my friend.
お来てくれたんだね。ありがとうね。
俺、おばあちゃんが心配で。
ごめんね。おばあちゃん、心配かけちゃったね。
Tears poured from her unseeing eyes. The sight made my own eyes grow hot, but I blinked back the tears and focused on my act.
ほんとだぜ。すげえ心配したんだぜ。
おばあちゃんも狼ちゃんのことがずっと心配だったんだよ。ごめんね。おばあちゃん、狼ちゃんの気持ちを知ってるのに、あんなこと言ったりして。
違う。ばあちゃんは謝らなくていいんだ。全部俺が悪いんだ。俺が悪い子だから。
そんなことない。お前が悪い子だなんて誰が思うもんですか。お前はとてもいい子だよ。おばあちゃんの自慢の子だ。
ばあちゃん。ばあちゃん、ごめんな。俺、本当はおばあちゃんのことをすっげえ好きだぜ。
おばあちゃんも狼ちゃんのことが大好きだよ。この先もずっと一緒にいて守ってやりたいけど、ごめんね。
そんなこと言うなよ。これからも一緒にいてくれよ。俺、これからもっと元気になるからさ。俺が元気になった姿見たいだろ？俺、足だって速いし、水の中も泳げるんだ。木登りだって誰にも負けねえよ。だから俺を置いていかないで。
Aww. I choked out the words through my sobs. This was more proof that I was a bad kid. I was supposed to be a stand-in for my friend, but instead I was telling her my own feelings.
そうだ。俺、ばあちゃんのために花束買ってきたんだ。花、好きだろ？
花？
ああ。野に咲く花じゃなくて、ちゃんとした花屋で買った花なんだぜ。
I showed her the bouquet I had hastily purchased on my way here.
カーネーションって言うんだってさ。
Carnations were similar to roses, except softer and less intimidating. Much like grandmother himself.
そうかい。きっと綺麗な花なんだろうね。
すごく綺麗なんだ。
Standing at her bedside, I took her hand and brushed it against the flowers. The red petals formed the perfect backdrop for her wizened old hand.
本当だ。すごく綺麗だ。ありがとう。お前はとても優しい、いい子だよ。
She smiled softly and closed her eyes. I don't remember much of what happened after that. I'm not sure what happened to grandmother or how I got home from the hospital. I just remember standing outside my home. This time, the lights were on from the inside. Was my mother home? By that point, it was late at night. She must have realized that I disobeyed her. Would she yell at me? Would she cry?
ただいま。
When I opened the door, I found my answer. Uh-oh. She did? It was then that I understood. My mother wasn't going to yell at me, nor would she hug me. Oh. She looked at me with cold, unfeeling eyes. And after that day, she never came home again. Why? What's going on? Dear Lord, where did I go wrong? If I had obeyed my mother, if I had never ventured outside, if I had never spoken with that wolf, maybe this tragedy could have been averted. But now I am alone. Now I have no one. No one needs me. This is only natural, of course. Because this is my punishment for being bad.
これからは、もう二度と道草なんか。
That was the vow I made to myself.
Miss Alice. Yurika.
He was yelling saying our name in his sleep. That's sweet. Honey! When I opened my eyes, I found Red blushing beet red. Oh, sorry. Guess I nodded off there for a minute.
いえ、とんでもございません。
What a bad mother. Yes, very. His behavior struck me as suspicious, but at the same time, it was pretty par for the course where he was concerned, so I wasn't too worried. I looked around to find that the bright light of midday has now faded into twilight. Gosh, it's gotten late. Guess I got a little too comfy.
確か、友人のお宅に伺う予定でしたね。
Yeah, I wanted to check on him. Red lifted his head out of my lap and got to his feet. He offered a hand to help me, immediately retracted it, then offered it again, more timidly this time. What a good boy.
どうぞ。
You sure?
いいです。
He turned his flushed face away from me. Thank you. With his large masculine hand, he hauled me up onto my feet.
早く行きましょう。夜遅くなると、この辺は危ないですから。
Okay. The house marked on the map was a good 30-minute walk from the lake into the woods. It's supposed to be around here. I swiveled my head all around, but it was a forest. All the trees looked the same, so I had no landmarks to go by. Red followed half a step behind me. He seemed to have gotten quiet. Whoa! I slipped in some mud and nearly lost my balance. Red caught me before I fell.
気をつけてください。この辺りは足場も悪いですから。
Sorry about that. Thanks for the help. Let go of my arm and walked ahead of me.
私の後ろをついて歩いてきてください。
He didn't bother to turn back as he spoke. Normally I would have been touched by his thoughtfulness, but his voice was cold and distant, like it was back when we first met. Okay. And so I slowly followed in his footsteps. Is this the place? Eventually we arrived at a single cottage deep inside the forest. Red stopped short, staring at the ground. I walked past him and right up to the front door. At my feet lay a single red flower. A carnation. It was bright and healthy looking, almost like it was fresh from the flower shop. I turned back to find Red still staring at the ground. I scooped up the carnation and knocked on the door. Is anyone home? But no matter how hard I knocked, no one answered. For a moment, I thought perhaps we had the wrong place, but this was the only house in the vicinity. Hesitantly, I twisted the doorknob. Strangely enough, it was unlocked. The lights were all off, but the moonlight streaming in through the window faintly illuminated the interior. As I peered inside, out of nowhere, someone clapped a hand over my mouth. They wrapped their arms around me, pinning me in place. Then, before I could even scream, they dragged me off somewhere. I didn't visit grandmother's house again until well after the hospital incident had passed. One day, I found myself standing right outside. Instantly, my face stiffened. Why did I come here? Didn't I promise myself I wouldn't do this anymore? I cursed myself 1,000 times. Suddenly, I felt the contents of my stomach rush up my throat, and I vomited there on the spot. Pain made tears prick at the corners of my eyes. But no one was there to help me. No surprise there, of course. This was my punishment. I collapsed to my knees and gasped for breath as I stared at the house. On first glance, it seems much as the same as always, but upon further inspection, I realized it had lost its lived-in feel. Somehow, even a total idiot like myself was still smart enough to understand what that meant. Grandmother was gone, and so was my friend. It was then that I understood. The real punishment was the searing pain I felt in my chest at that moment. And I needed to accept it, which is why I returned there again. Until then, I had been avoiding the lake and the forest, but after that day, I started making an active effort to visit that house. With each visit, I remembered all the fun times we had, and my heart threatened to burst. At some point, I developed the tradition of placing a single red carnation at the front door each time. It was a symbol of my crime, as well as a token of my apologies. A year passed, then 2, then 3. As it turns out, time is a scary thing. You see, the more time passed, the more I felt my memories fade. Then a few more years passed. I finally spotted that hard-eyed man again, Ryoshi, the hunter. Our brother, then. Okay, I'm going to go to the toilet so I can focus on, the completion. Be right back. Alright, thank you for waiting. I am back. Oh, that hurts. Quit yanking so hard.
うるせえな。ここでおとなしく待ってろ。
That's not Wolfie. Whoa! He shoved me from behind and I toppled to the floor like a sack of potatoes. Ow. With no time to brace myself, I hit the floor hard.
ああ、すまん。
I glared up at him. He didn't look very sorry at all. Eh? I thought it sounded like our brother, but like... Very confused. Eh? Confused. He leaned against the wall and then returned my gaze with his almond-shaped eyes. Why are you doing this?
お前が勝手な行動を起こさないよう、保険だよ、保険。
Here in the forest cottage, my captor was none other than Mr. Huntsman. He reached into his pocket, took out a pack of cigarettes, and set one between his lips. No smoking!
こんな時でもうっせえな。
Nope, not now, not ever. With guys like him, you have to take a hardline approach. Holding the cigarette between his fingers, Mr. Huntsman let out a shallow sigh.
赤ずきんがお前を探してる。
He is?
お前のおかげでいろいろ面倒になっちまった。
What is going on?
わかってるだろうが、くれぐれも外に出るんじゃないぞ。じゃあな。
I'm so confused. And with that cold, unfeeling comment, he shut the door. Now that I was alone, after being told to stay put, you decide to... Oh, leave. Apparently I'm supposed to wait. I'm like, bye! Slowly, quietly, I reached for the doorknob. Whoa!
何やってんだお前。
Tee-hee! The door opened so suddenly that I fell back onto the floor. Hee. I tried to play innocent, but it was clear he had seen right through my little act. He fixed me with a cold stare that clearly conveyed how much of an idiot he thought I was. Then I noticed he had dragged someone else in with him.
ついでにだが、お前が変な気を起こさないよう、見張りを立てることにした。
話せこの乱暴男、不法侵入で訴えるぞ。
Arisu! My love! Hi!
ああ、そうか。好きにしろ。
This other guy had blonde hair and blue eyes.
隣にいたのを引っ張り出してきた。ま、話し相手くらいにはなってくれるだろうさ。
Flying into the room like meat to the dogs, the blonde guy promptly face-planted on the floor.
くそ、あの冷徹冷血冷然やにくそ男、今に覚えておけよ。
Are you okay? At this, the guy leapt to his feet, clutched his swollen nose, and whirled to face me.
君はバカか。大丈夫なわけないだろ。君は現状把握もできないのか。
He's as funny as always.
世間知らずの囚われのお姫様気取りか。女に嫌われる女の典型だな。あーくそ、鼻がいった。
I love him. I miss him. I didn't know he's gonna appear in this route. Looks like you don't have a nosebleed. That's a relief.
話なんて僕みたいな儚げな美少年が出すわけないだろ。出すとしたら思春期のガキかむっつりスケベかギャグキャラと相場が決まっている。
Just then a stream of red descended from the fragile beauty's nostrils. I love him. Alright, settle down. Come sit over here. As he squealed unintelligibly, I took him by the arm and sat him down. I grabbed the box of tissues off the shelf and pressed one to his nose. Just sit tight until it stops, okay?
これくらいのことで僕に恩を売った気か。残念だったな。僕はそう簡単に君の策略に乗る気はない。なぜなら、そもそも恩を売らせない。借りを作らせないのだからな。どうもありがとうございました。ほら、これでチャラだ。
You're so annoying. You may have talked a big game, but none of it was very intimidating with a tissue up his nose. You're welcome. I giggled and sat down next to him. So, what's your name?
どうして君に名乗る必要がある？ちなみに、君の方から名乗れ無礼者とかいうどうでもいいやりとりをする気もないということを、そのすっからかんの頭に叩きつけておけ無礼者。
Okay then, can I call you A?
はあ？いいわけあるか。僕の名前がわからないからといって適当に名付けようとするな。何のために二人称が存在していると思っている。名前がわからずとも、とりあえずあなたとかあなた様とか話を合わせることができるのが二人称の良さだろう。というか、あながち遠くない呼び名だからこそ微妙に腹が立つな。
Oh really? So does your name start with an A?
これ以上君とくだらないクイズをする気は毛頭ないので、さっさと正解を教えてやろう。僕の名前はアリス様だ。
Arisu-sama, uh-huh. I see, is that so? Alice? What a coincidence. My name is actually really similar. It's...
別に言わずとも知っている。アリスだろ。
correct? I shot him the finger guns. But how did you know?
僕が知っていることがおかしいか？むしろ当然だと思うがな。今までのことをその足りない頭で振り返ってみろ。君は君の名前を名乗っているだろう。というわけだ。これ以上君と付き合っていられないので、僕は寝る。
I don't think we've introduced ourselves to him in this route. So, he might have remembered like the very opening of this game where we talked to him in our dream. Which is really interesting plot. Oh, I can't play this game fast enough. Alice promptly flung himself down and pulled the blanket over his head. Well, hey, wait! I thought you were supposed to keep me company. I love him. I shook him by the shoulder. Lord Alice!
もううるさいうっざい！一体君は何様のつもりだ！
A damsel in distress? He looked at me like I was pawn scum.
君が囚われのお姫様だと言うなら、縄にでも縛られてた方が良かったな。全国のド M な乙女が狂気乱舞する展開だろ。
What the fuck? Bro, chill. This is not that type of game. I haven't played Amnesia.
僕としても、君が少しはおとなしくなってくれたのだとしたら実に都合がいい。
But I'm not a masochist.
なあ、君はド S だよ。
Yeah.
だいたい、君が囚われのヒロインだというのなら、ヒロインらしい自覚を持て。何のために姫はお約束的に敵にさらわれると思っている。姫がか弱いから？何らかの特別な力を持っているから？違うな。さらわれた者を救い出すという英雄的役割を男に与えるために、囚われのお姫様は存在するのだろう。
Especially like old traditional stories. Like, yeah, I could see that. True that. He was completely right. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten my role in this. I got up and opened the window. A frigid breeze blew in. Pressing my wind-blown hair down, I responded to his wordless gaze. I just can't help but he's worried that he's out there, hurt and suffering, all for my sake. To me, it doesn't matter how cliché it may be.
そうか。
Yeah.
君の悲劇のヒロインぶった気持ちの悪い干渉はどうでもいいので寒いから窓を閉めろ！早急にだ！
I love Alice. Fine. So much for our dramatic conversation. Voicing him must be so fun. She's not here. She's not here. She's not here. She's not here. She's not anywhere. She was all I could think of as I ran through the town. What I don't understand is we got abducted in the house, right? And he saw us getting abducted in the house. Right? Why is he now searching for me not in the house? I'm so confused.
もう二度と道草をしない。
From then on, I had pledged to live my life alone. I tried my best not to interact or involve myself with others. I lived hidden away from the public eye. I had no human connections, no friends, no lovers, nowhere to belong. No one knew I existed. No one cared. That's the way it was the year before last. That's the way it was last year. And that's the way it is now. I didn't feel sad about it. To me, it was the status quo. Until I met those nice people, this was just life. I had merely returned to how things always were. But then, one person came along and changed everything. They lived together with me, touched me, spoke to me. To me, these things were completely unfathomable and unorthodox. I admit, we wouldn't have lived together if it weren't for the choices I made. But it was only temporary. I wasn't straying from the path. I was using her for my own purposes. Carry out my own little revenge story. I spotted Ryoshi entirely by chance. He seemed to be having a fun conversation with the girl I didn't know. 5 years had passed since then, and we had both grown up, but I knew at once that he was the same guy from back then. The instant I looked at him, I felt my frozen heart start to thaw. And all those memories I had never bothered to remember came flooding back. And with it came a new emotion I hadn't felt then. Resentment. Why? What did Ryoshi do? Oh, but it's not his fault. I'm so confused. Like, huh? It's kind of a stupid grudge, but okay. I couldn't help but blame the entire grandmother incident on the fact that he had mistaken me for Wolfie in the first place. Yes, I knew this resentment was misplaced. I knew it wasn't his fault. I knew who I really ought to blame. But I didn't have any other way to vent this frustration. Like a river, time drifted on, and after months of agonizing over it, eventually I decided to go and talk to Ryoshi for myself. I didn't expect it to solve anything, of course. I was just hoping that it would help me sort out my feelings. But over those few months, Ryoshi had disappeared without a trace, leaving me unable to track him down. All I knew was that he had a younger sister who lived alone in a large mansion. She was the very girl I had seen him talking to. That was when I formulated the plan. I would anonymously harass her in order to lure her brother out of hiding. I thought surely he would have no choice but to take action if one of his family members were in danger. So I tailed her, sent threatening messages to her house, then watched for her reaction. Huh? Bro, you're not okay. What the fuck? Although she was related to Ryoshi, I never felt any resentment toward her. May have wanted to frighten her, but I never intended to harm her. Is this just an excuse to feel better about myself? Perhaps, but the point remains, I never wished to do her any harm. Unfortunately, though his sister was in peril, Ryoshi never showed his face. Exasperated, you're not even a policeman? Exasperated, I donned a policeman's garb in order to infiltrate the Arisu house myself. Why a policeman? I couldn't tell you. Maybe I was attached to the idea of a hero who could fight evildoers and protect the weak. Meanwhile, she accepted me and my deception all too easily. Strange. All at once, the girl I had watched from afar was now right in front of me. I tried everything I could to scare her enough to get her to call her brother over, but it all backfired spectacularly. She seemed to feel safe with me around. She believed me when I said I would protect her. And over time, I realized she was just as isolated as I was. Her family had left her all alone in a giant house in order to pursue their own ambitions. At first glance, she didn't seem all that devastated about it, but I knew all too well how she must have felt deep down. I miss you. Over time, I grew to care for her more and more. She was like the sun, bright, warm, and lit up the room whenever she went. She was different from grandmother, different from my friend, and different from my mother too. She smiled at me. She cooked for me, She touched me. She consoled me. She claimed to love me. In just a few short days, she gave me so much. As I spent more and more time with her, it became harder and harder to breathe, like my chest was in a vice. I felt like I was drowning. There I was, flailing my limbs, desperate to reach the surface. Then she came along and pulled me up. All along, I had known the significance of this agony. I need you. A long, long time ago, I disobeyed my mother and ventured outside. If only I had obeyed her and kept myself cooped up in that dark house, I never would have made that discovery.
いいこと？あなたは他の子と違ってとってもいい子なの。だから、お外で遊んではダメ。周りのみんなは狼なの。狼はどんな悪いことをするかわからないから、話しかけられても知らん顔をしているのですよ。
I'm sorry, Mother. The truth is, I always yearned to explore the outside world. Temptation of the sunshine led me astray. And then I learned the truth. They weren't wolves at all. No, I was the wolf. And now, just as I yearned for the sunshine then, now I long to be by her side. But she was taken from me, and I was powerless to stop it. At the time, I was frozen in place, my knees quaking in fear. Some sorry excuse for a man I turned out to be. But I can't change who I am. I'm a stupid weakling who dares not trespass into another person's space. I'm no policeman.
ユリカ。
Alone, I whispered her name.
ユリカさん。ユリカさん。ユリカさん。ユリカさん。
No matter how many times I called for her, she never responded. No surprise there, of course. Not like she was around to hear it. I knew all along. I knew the second blackmail letter was intended not for her, but for me. Once I infiltrated her house as a policeman, my plan was to end the targeted harassment. But then, a mysterious third party took up the reins in my stead, and their threats were steadily escalating. At first I wasn't sure what to do, but eventually I decided I wanted to rescue her from all the fear and uncertainty and loneliness. What an arrogant concept. I don't know what sort of person the wolf truly is. She told me she couldn't think of anything she had done to court someone's wrath. It was only natural, of course, because she was entirely innocent. If anything, I was the criminal who deserved punishment. And now, that punishment has been dealt, in the form of her absence. No crime goes unpunished, and I have committed an unforgivable crime. Thus I deserve retribution. However, I simply cannot abide her taking the brunt of it in my place. So I searched every place I could think of. I had no leads to go off of, so my only hope was to grasp at straws. Is she not at the abandoned house?
すみません。誰かいませんか？
彼女ならここにはいないぞ。
Eh? How do you know?
彼女？なぜ彼女のことが聞きたいということを知っている？
Oh, poor Red. Yeah, poor Red.
知っているさ。何でもな。
なら教えてくれ。彼女は今どこにいる？
知ってどうする？
どうするってそれは。
腹を減らした悪い狼から彼女を救い出そうとでもしてるのか？
そうだ。
赤ずきん、確かに君は愚かで騙されやすい。だがしかし、狼が何に化けているのか気づいていないわけではないのだろう。罪には罰を。彼女を食べようとした悪い狼は腹を切り裂かれ、中には石ころを詰められ、最後には溺れてしまうだろう。それでも構わないと？
それが狼の末路なら仕方のないことだ。それよりも彼女は今真っ暗な世界に閉じ込められて怖い思いをしている。 誰かが助けてやらなければなりません。
それは漁師の役目では？君は漁師と違い、何の武器も持たない無力な存在だ。騙されるだけの君に何ができる？
わからない。ただ、
Aw.
騙されてもいい。私は彼女の喜ぶ姿を見たいだけなのです。
君は本当に愚かだな。いや、正しくは愚直と言うべきか。もっと気を使った言い方をしてやるなら、素直というか無垢というか純粋というか。ま、考えることを放棄したバカには違いないがな。騙されるということは相手を信じているからだ。疑わないとも言うな。おそらくそれが君の武器でもあると同時にくさびでもあるのだろう。罪には罰を。果たして本当にそうなのか？
罪には。
赤ずきん、彼女は今湖にいる。彼女はお前をとっても可愛がってくれたのだから救い出してやれ。きっと彼女も喜ぶだろうさ。
ああ。
How is he
赤
out?
ずきん、今度こそ道草するなよ。
I'm so curious about like the overarching plot because I don't understand anything, and I'm just like thinking of like what the fuck is going on, you know? Like why does Alice know all these things? I thought he was with her, and now he's outside in front of Cinderella's store. I'm so confused. And he also knows our name, even though we haven't talked in this route. Like there's so many things I'm so interested about. There I was, standing on the lake pier. My hands were tied behind my back, and my captor's arm was around my neck, preventing my escape. Also, like, Ryoshi was there, which was our brother, right? Why didn't he save us? Why are we so okay with getting locked in? I'm so confused. Fortunately, he wasn't crushing my windpipe, so I could still breathe just fine. Who was my captor, you ask? None other than our very own Wolfie. He stared straight ahead, his lips pursed together, unsmiling. It was so unlike his usual demeanor that I could scarcely speak. Rev would be here any minute now. And when he arrived, the big bad wolf was going to gobble him right up. Poor gullible Red Riding Hood. Please, won't someone save him from the darkness? What is going on?
ゆりかさん。
Sure enough, he turned up, his face ashen. Must have run around searching the whole town. He was gasping for breath with a pained expression on his face. Red! I shouted in my most anguished voice. Almost like I was a princess in a tower.
動くな！動いたらこの女を殺す！
His tone was menacing as he pressed a dagger again to my cheek. Reflexively, I jerked away, causing his arm to clamp down tighter around my neck, and I began to struggle.
やめろ！やめてくれ！お願いだ！
はっ、ざまあないな、赤ずきん。いつもの余裕ぶった態度はどこ行ったんだよ。脅迫状は読んだだろう。罪を認めなければお前の大事なものをぶっ壊すってな。さあ、女を殺されたくなけりゃ罪を認めろ。
認めます！認めます！だからお願いします！彼女を離してください！
言葉ではそう言えるよな。
どうすればいい？何でもする！何でもするから彼女を傷つけないでください！
なんでもね。そうだ、赤ずきん。お前が被っているその頭巾を脱いでみろよ。そうしたらこいつを離してやるかもしれねえぞ。
これを。
どうした？できないのか？ただ脱げばいいだけなんだぞ。できないのなら。
As he spoke, Wolfie dangled me over the lake.
脱ぎます！
His face drained of color, Red reached up and grabbed the fabric. Then, hands shaking, he slowly but surely lowered his hood. I thought so. Atop his head sat a distinctive pair of ears. Those ears! He hung his head, unwilling to meet my gaze.
どうした？こっちを見ろよ。
At this, he looked up again.
赤ずきん。それがお前の本性なんだよ。お前は狼なんだ。
そうです。私の本当の姿は正義の味方などではなく悪い狼なんです。
His voice shook as he confessed the truth.
そうだな。お前は狼だ。なら、どうすればいいかわかるな。
Red collapsed to his knees and prostrated himself.
謝る。私が謝るから彼女のことは許してください。全部私が悪かったんです。お願いです。どうか許してください。彼女には何の罪もないんです。
His voice cracked with fear. Nevertheless, he screamed and begged, pleading for my sake. Ren, I felt sorry for him.
なあ、赤ずきん。俺が誰かわかるか？
誰か？
俺はお前を知っている。なら、お前も俺を知ってるはずだろ？
それは。
わからないのかよ。あっちゃん。俺のふりをして、ばあちゃんに会いに行っただろ。
Wow, the glasses disguise. Using the hand currently holding the dagger, Wolfie reached up and pulled off his trademark black-rimmed glasses. After a long, long silence, Red whispered,
狼なのか？
ああ、そうだよ。狼だ。
Red's complexion turned snow white.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
ごめんなさいじゃねえよ。今の今まで俺の正体に気づかなかったくせに。
それは。
俺のこと忘れてたか？
そんなことはありません。ずっと覚えていました。あなたのことは一度も忘れたことはありません。
そうか。そうだよな。俺もお前のこと忘れてなかったぜ。もちろん。あの日のこともな。ひどい話だよな。俺はずっとお前のこと友達だと思ってたのにさ。お前は俺を裏切ったってわけだ。溺れた俺を放っておいて、自分は大好きなばあちゃんの見舞いに行って、ちゃっかり俺のふりしてるんだもんな。お前のせいで、あの後どうなったと思ってんだ。お前に騙されたと知ったら、ばあちゃんどう思うんだろうな。なあ、んな顔して、何震えてんだよ。全部お前がやったことだろ。
分かってます。
分かってねえよ。全然分かってねえ。俺はさ、ずっとお前のこと探してたぜ。お前を探し出して、ずっと伝えたかった言葉があったからな。なんだかわかるか？わかんねえよな。昔からバカだったもんな、お前。そりゃそうだ。みんなが学校行ってる間、お前はずっとこの湖で一人ぼっちでいたんだもんな。かわいそうに。俺はそんなお前に声をかけてやったよな。遊んでやったよな。家にも招待して、俺の家族を紹介してやったよな。俺たちはよくいたずらして、ばあちゃんに怒られたっけな。ばあちゃんは怖かったけど、優しくて。俺たちはそんなばあちゃんのこと大好きだった。
はい。
お前、今もそれ被ってんのな。 ばあちゃんがお前のために作ってくれた赤ずきん。ばあちゃん分かってたんだよな。お前がずっとその頭気にしてるってこと。だからお前にその頭巾を作って渡したんだ。なのにお前はばあちゃんが病気で弱ってる時にばあちゃんを騙そうとしたんだ。
ごめんなさい。
なあ、なんでお前はあの時私は狼じゃありませんって言わなかったんだよ。
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
またそれか。いいか、俺はな、お前の謝罪なんて欲しくねえんだよ。
だったらどうすれば。
罪を認めろって言ったろ。
だからさっきから認めてるだろう。
全然分かってねえよお前。てか何キレてんだ。だから俺は。
いい加減彼女を離せ。私にどれだけ罪があろうと彼女には罪はない。
ああ、そうかもな。お前と彼女の罪は別物だ。てかお前本当に彼女のこと好きなんだな。なあ、その好きってどうなの？彼女がお前に優しいから好きになりましたってか？
え？
それじゃあばあちゃんの時と一緒じゃねえか。お前本当は自分に優しくしてくれるやつなら誰でもいいんだろ？
That's such a bad way to put it.
優しくされたことがないから優しくしてくれるやつに懐いてるだけだ。お前は自分を捨てた母ちゃんの幻想を俺のばあちゃんに、そして今度は彼女に見てるだけだろ。
He let out an almost wolfish howl. As his scream rent the air, I grew worried that he might be breaking.
なら彼女をここで失っても大丈夫だよな。だって彼女がいなくなっても彼女の代わりはいるもんな。ばあちゃんみたいにさ。
違う！
He screamed at the top of his lungs. He was consciously denying Wolfie's claim of his own volition.
違う！そうじゃない！確かに私はこんな私に優しくしてくれる人が好きです。でも彼女の代わりは誰もいません。もちろんおばあさんも。狼のあなたのおばあさんには申し訳ないことをしたと思ってます。あなたにも。私はあなたが羨ましかった。あなたは私にはないものをたくさん持っていたから。
だから奪おうと思ったのか？
違う。違うんだ。本当に。あなたを妬んでいたのは事実です。だけど騙す気なんてなかったんだ。
でも結果的にお前はあの日嘘をついた。
はい、その通りです。私はあなたのふりをしておばあさんを騙しました。あの日駆けつけた漁師からおばあさんが倒れたと聞いて体が震えました。あの優しかったおばあさんが、元気だと思っていたおばあさんがどうしてだろうと。それで漁師に手をつかまれ病院に行けと言われて、溺れるあなたを置き去りにしておばあさんのもとに行きました。私はおばあさんの孫は狼の方だ、私は違うと言うべきだったのに。おばあさんは私ではなく狼の名前を呼んでいたというのに。私は漁師が私と狼を間違えたのをいいことにおばあさんの孫だと 嘘をついた。
そうだな。そしてお前はその罪を漁師さんになすりつけようとしたんだな。
違います。
Red shook his head.
何が違うんだよ。でなきゃ脅迫状なんて送らねえだろ。
それはその通りです。私は本当は罪から逃れたかったんです。悪いのは私です。でもあくまでも嘘をついた動機は、きっかけは漁師が間違えたからだと私は思いたかった。本当にすみませんでした。
His voice was watery. He bowed until his forehead pressed against the ground.
そうか。あの時お前があんな嘘つかなきゃこんなことにはならなかっただろうな。
Wolfie sounded sad, disappointed, perhaps. Then he slowly moved the dagger.
罪には罰を。お前に与える罰は。
やめろ彼女返せ。
Red lunged forwards, screaming, desperate to get the dagger away from me.
ちょっと
Ah! As Wolfie stepped back, his foot slipped.
が
And that was the last sound he made before the two of us plunged into the lake. Next thing I knew, we were drowning in the watery abyss. The lake was much deeper than I realized, and we were sinking to the bottom. More specifically, Wolfie still had his arm around me, inadvertently dragging me down as he struggled and panicked. As I choked, air escaped my lips in big bubbles that rose to the surface. All I could see was blue, and the deeper we sank, the darker it became. I couldn't breathe. I flailed my limbs desperately, but to no avail. My leaden body refused to cooperate, and the light was growing ever more distant. Someone, please help us! I reached out my hand, and Red Riding Hood pulled us up. Once I was back on dry land, I coughed up the water lodged in my windpipe. I could finally breathe again, but not without intense chest pain that brought tears to my eyes.
ゆりかさん。
No! Red threw his arms around me.
よかった。無事で。
Red? There in his arms, the pain seemed to melt away. This time it was not my lungs, but my eyes that burned like they were on fire. You saved us. Thank you. He pulled away from me slightly and gazed at me. His eyes seemed dammed with emotion, or lake water, I suppose.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ゆりかさん。私はずっとあなたに嘘をついていました。私はあなたを守る警察官などではありません。私の本当の正体は、見ての通り、悪い狼なのです。私はあなたを騙していたんです。本当に申し訳ありませんでした。
He squeezed his eyes shut. Tears trickled out between his lashes and rolled down his cheeks. I quietly wiped them away. Honestly, I'm the one who should be apologizing.
ゆりかさん。
I knew you were deceiving me, and I was deceiving you right back.
私を騙す。
Huh? Yeah, all the harassment that took place after you came to my house, all of it was completely staged. Eh? I'm so sorry. I hung my head in shame.
え？
Wolfie and Ryoshi told me all about you. And after everything I heard, I decided I would take part in their scheme. Not only did I hide it all from you, I took advantage of your kindness, and I can see how much our little stunt has hurt you. I'm I'm really sorry, Red. What? At the sudden confession, Red fell quiet. I had braced myself for this, of course, but it didn't make the silence any less uncomfortable. It might have really hurt him. The thought was like a knife in my chest.
こりゃまたえらい目にあったな。
Just then I heard a familiar deep voice from somewhere above me. I just realized, isn't he the wizard? Right? The wizard I think had blue hair too. No? I looked up to find Mr. Ryoshi, standing over us with a lollipop in his mouth.
よ、久しぶりだな。元気だったか？
お前は
Red pulled me closer while glaring daggers up at my brother. No surprise there, I guess. After all, Ryoshi was the true mastermind behind this plot. Huh.
ねえねえ、俺もいるんすけど。
Wolfie looked at us reproachfully as he staggered to his feet.
狼
どっこいしょっと。風邪ひいちゃったかも。この前ひいたばっかだってのに。っていうか、突然襲いかかるなよ。マジビビった。
I was wondering, like, he's so sickly, right? Why couldn't Yurika just, like, pull away from his grip or something? I'm so confused at the plot. What is this? He sniffed.
でだ、赤ずきんと狼と漁師と役者が揃ったところで、どこから話す？
We exchanged looks.
は
Meanwhile, Red was struggling to process this. The dramatic tension had evaporated, leaving him blinking, baffled. Pulled away from him slightly to lead things off. First off, let's all introduce ourselves. I'm Yurika Arisu. Next.
アリス漁師だ。お前も知っての通り、アリスユリカの兄で漁師をしている。
Okay, maybe he's not the wizard after all.
で、最後に真打ち登場。俺様の出番っすね。俺は狼。アリスちゃんとは男女の仲を超えたソウルメイトで、漁師さんとは命の恩人兼師弟関係。で、赤ずきん。お前とは幼馴染で友達だ。
友達私と狼が
っておい！まずそこに食いつくんかい！てか、友達以外に俺たちの関係を表す言葉なんてある？
I'm so confused.
お前は私を恨んでるんじゃ。
誰が恨んでるって言ったよ。勝手に勘違いしてんじゃねえよ。バーカ。
I shook my head. Honestly, I can't really blame him. After the blackmail letter and that little tirade of yours, anyone would think you hated them.
マジっすか？
That's serious, my dude. I nodded, and Wolfie winced apologetically.
いや、俺もつい途中から感情的になっちまったっていうかさ。
お知り合いなんですか？
だからさっき言ったろ。アリスちゃんとは友達だって。
もしかしてゆりかさんが言っていた男の友人というのは？
Yep, that was Wolfie.
もしもーし。
Red seemed to have mentally shut down. Wolfie had waved a wet hand in front of his face.
彼女を脅していたナイフは？
なあ、これおもちゃだよ、おもちゃ。よくできてるよな。
Wolfie pressed the tip of the dagger against his palm, and the entire blade retracted into the handle.
じゃあもしかして屋敷を荒らしたりしたのも？
あ、俺。
He raised his hand enthusiastically.
いやー、さすがにちょいやりすぎかなとは思ったんだけど、漁師さんがさ。
やるなら徹底的にやらねえと真実味がないだろ。
I still think he went overboard, personally. That's why she was complaining about, I was cleaning the house the whole time. And like the brother was like, meh, whatever, I don't care. Okay, I like the little tidbits of like clues, but like what the fuck is going on? I'm guessing you want to know why you were deceived, huh?
はい。
Long story short, we wanted you to understand. It was like a moral lesson. That's so stupid.
教訓
We wanted to show you that you're not alone. We wanted you to realize that. By evoking his childhood traumas and using it against him and making him feel like he pushed someone innocent to death all over again. Good moral story.
孤独じゃない。
Yoshi and Wolfie told me basically the whole story. They were both worried about you. See, you're convinced that you're all alone and that you have to be. Hello there, Wolf. I only... To you, anything else would be a sin, because this is your self-enforced punishment for the crime you committed. But the truth is, you hate it more than anything. You've always hated being alone. But your integrity kept you from acknowledging that fact. You stubbornly refused to accept it. Then, as the years went by, your loneliness became the status quo. Too much solitude would turn your heart to ice. So we felt we had to save you before you froze over completely. Then I got that blackmail letter from you. So the three of us talked about it, and we decided to use the opportunity to our advantage. That's it. Not everything went exactly according to plan. I gave a self-deprecating laugh.
私は。
ていうかひでえよあっちゃん。なんで俺のこと見てすぐに気づかねえんだよ。完全に俺のこと忘れてただろ。せっかく狼イコール狼つながりで分かりやすいヒント出したってのに、結局俺の方から名乗らなきゃわかんねえでやんの。
忘れてない。忘れてない。けど、狼はそんなダサいメガネなんてかけてなかったし。
I think he looks very nice in his glasses.
今笑ったっすね。ひって
うるせえ。無駄口叩いてねえで、とっとと話を進めろ。
At last, Ryoshi broke his silence in order to land a kick on Wolfie.
もうひどいっすよ、漁師さん。
Ryoshi jerked his chin in a gesture of shut up and explain your side of things.
俺さ、ずっとお前のことが気がかりだった。お前が俺のふりしてばあちゃんの見舞いに行ったあの日から、お前は俺の前から姿を消した。で、俺もすぐに手術のために引っ越すことになって、お前と会うこともなくて。でも、ずっと心に引っかかってた。俺さ、無事に手術も成功して元気になって、思いっきり走れるようになったんだぜ。昔とは違うんだ。もう無理だとか、しちゃダメだとか言われないし、言わせねえ。そんな俺が、なんでこんなクソ田舎に戻ってきたと思う？
Rue?
全部お前のためなんだよ、赤ずきん。
Wolfie pointed squarely in Red's face.
私のため？
そうだよ。で、ようやくお前を見つけて喜んで話しかけたってのにスルーだぜ、スルー。
いつのことだ？
俺がこの町にやってきてすぐのことだよ。ほら覚えてねえし。
仕方ないだろ。時間も経っていたし。
そりゃそうだけどさ、俺は分かったんだし、白状じゃね？俺という親友を忘れたのかこの野郎ってあの時は思ったね。まあでも、その後たまたま漁師さんとも再会してな。その時にお前の事情をいろいろ聞いた。
Wolfie is a good actor, he is, but it feels so convenient, no? Like it's all just haha, just kidding. It's actually not that's happening this whole entire time. It feels a little weak, plot-wise, no? It's still better than Cinderella's stupid-ass ending, though. I'm taking this over that.
あの後、お前、ずーっと一人でいたんだってな。まさか、あの時のことずっと気にしてるなんて思わなかったよ。ばっかじゃねえの。
そんな言い方しなくたっていいだろう。
いや、俺にはお前に色々言う権利があるね。なんたって、お前は俺を湖に置き去りにした挙句、俺のふりしてばあちゃんの見舞いに行ったんだからな。
True.
それは。
俺があの後どれだけお前を探したと思ってんだ。俺はお前に言いたいこといっぱいあったんだよ。なのに逃げやがって。俺はな、お前が俺を置いて、俺のふりしてばあちゃんに会いに行ったことを怒ってんじゃなくて、その後俺の前から姿を消したことに怒ってんだよ。
ごめん。
もういいよ。数年越しになっちまったけど、こうしてまた話せたわけだしな。俺さ、ちゃんとばあちゃんの見舞いに行ったよ。
え？
溺れたのを助けてもらった後、漁師さんに病院に連れて行ってもらって、そのばあちゃん、元気だったよ。悪い病気にかかって大変そうだったけど、でも、ちゃんと話できた。そんで俺、ちゃんと、いつもわがままばっか言ってごめん。ばあちゃんはこんな俺のこと、いいよって笑って許してくれた。
そうか。
でさ、友達を大事にしなさいって言われた。
え？
あの子はとても素直で真面目ないい子だよ。でもね、だからこそあの子は一人で抱え込んじゃうんだ。きっと、あの子は誰よりも一人は寂しいって感じてるはずだからって。だから、俺が強くなって、あの子を助けてやれって。綺麗なお花、ありがとう。
So she knew the entire time that it was not Wolfie who visited her.
その声は、狼ちゃんかい？
ああ、そうだぜ。ばあちゃんの孫の狼だよ。ばあちゃん、ごめん。俺、わがままばっか言って、ばあちゃんのこと困らせて。
いいんだよ。おばあちゃんは、狼ちゃんが元気でいてさえくれれば、それでいいんだから。狼ちゃんがお父さんとお母さんと離れて、とっても寂しいこと分かってるのに、狼ちゃんがみんなと同じように目いっぱい遊びたがってることも分かってるのに、おばあちゃん何もしてやれなくてごめんね。
そんなことねえよ。確かに俺、こっちに一人で来て初めの頃は友達もいないし、親父もお袋もいなくて寂しかったけど、いつもそばにはばあちゃんがいてくれたし、それに親友もできた。二人とも俺の大事な宝物なんだ。
そうかい。よかったよかった。おばあちゃんもね、二人が仲良くしてるのを見てるのが楽しかったよ。
なんて、そんな言い方するんだよ。もっと一緒にいてよ。でないと、また俺、一人ぼっちになっちゃうよ。
Poor baby.
そんなことない。赤ずきんちゃんがいるだろう。
いるけど、でも、俺、ばあちゃんにも一緒にいてほしい。あ、その花。
花。ああ、綺麗だろう。あの子が持ってきてくれたんだよ。 赤ずきんちゃん。あの子はとても素直で真面目ないい子だよ。狼ちゃんに赤ずきんちゃんみたいなお友達ができて、おばあちゃんも嬉しかったよ。でもね、だからこそあの子は一人で抱え込んじゃうんだ。きっとあの子は誰よりも一人は寂しいって感じてるはずだから。だから狼ちゃんが強くなってあの子を助けておやり。狼ちゃんはあの子がいて助けられたんだろう。だったら今度は狼ちゃんの番だ。
俺、あいつの助けになるよ。
狼ちゃんはいい子だね。
当たり前じゃん。だって俺ばあちゃんの孫だもん。
おばあさんは私が嘘をついていたことに気づいていた。
お前な、マジで全部お見通しなんだよ。お前はお前の周りにいる人たちのこと甘く見すぎなんだよ。
Oh, I need a tissue. Go ahead, grab a tissue for Yuki.
お前の周りにいる奴らはな、俺を含めてお前のことちゃんと見てんだよ。お前は一人じゃねえってことにいい加減早く気づけよ、バカ。
Aw.
俺だってな、ガキの頃体が弱くて静養のためだからって都会からこんな田舎に一人ばあちゃん家に預けられて、周りに誰も知り合いはいねえし、学校も満足に行けねえし、寂しかったんだよ。
Poor thing. This is too touching.
お前が湖で一人でいるのを見て、ああ、こいつもしかしたら俺の仲間かもしれないって思った。だから声かけて、何度も声かけて、諦めかけた時にお前が答えてくれて嬉しかったんだよ。
Aw.
俺嬉しかったんだよ。お前と仲良くなれて。一人がいいだなんて嘘だ。本当は俺だって誰かと仲良くしたかった。お前だって本当はずっとそう思ってたんだろう。
狼。
Wolfie's tears were contagious, and Red soon began to shed a few of his own.
ああ、そうだ。外に出てはいけないという言いつけを破ってまでも出たかったのは一人が寂しかったからだ。狼と会っておばあさんと会ってようやく一人じゃなくなって、おばあさんが倒れたと聞いたとき怖かったんだ。もしもおばあさんがいなくなったらまた一人になるかもしれないって。でも結局自分のせいで一人に逆戻りになってずっと寂しかった。寂しかった。
Tears rolled down his cheeks as his heart began to defrost.
ようやく認めたな。
何を？
それがお前が抱えていた罪の正体、つまりは罪悪感だ。
罪悪感？
ああ、そうだ。聞いたことくらいはあるだろう。自分のありように関して自分は悪い、自分は罪を犯したという気持ちのことだ。まあお前自身そのものだな。お前は過去に起きた出来事により心を深く閉ざしてしまった。お前は笑うことを、幸せになることを許さなかった。だからこそお前は嬉しいことも幸せなことも拒絶し、一人でいることを選んだ。 ゆりかも言ったが、長年の孤独はお前の心を凍らせてしまうだろう。お前は非常に危険な状態にあった。その証拠に俺をどうにかしようとしたろ。内包した罪悪感が許容を超えた時、自分でも意識しないうちに過剰な行動に出ることがある。それは自分を傷つけるだけでなく、時には他人に向かうこともある。
That is a good message to have.
自分が悪いのはあいつのせいだというふうにな。お前は今まで自分を厳しく罰していたようだが、それはいつまでも続かない。心は摩耗し、いつかはなくなってしまう。そんな時に偶然再会した俺を憎むことで、かろうじて救われてたってわけだ。俺も漁師という仕事の関係上、お前のことはよく知っててな。これ以上手遅れになる前に、お前を助ける必要があった。あとはまあ、お前にトラウマ作っちまったのは俺にも原因があるってのが気がかりでな。で、まあそのトラウマを乗り越えてもらえるよう、俺が今回の脚本を用意してやったわけだ。ま、どっかの誰かが大幅に書き換えちまったけどな。
Me? I looked away awkwardly. Then Roshi grabbed me by the head and forced me to look at Red.
罪悪感を癒すには、誰かがお前を許すことだ。
許す？
ああ、そうだ。正直こんなクソまどろっこしいことしなくたって、ばあさんのことも狼のこともお前をとっ捕まえて説明すりゃ済む話だ。だがな、お前の場合はただそれだけじゃ解決しねえんだよ。
You're going to do Volume 2 next of this game? Yes, I will. I already bought all of Taisho X Alice, so I will be playing them one by one.
さっきも言ったが、お前の心は長い時の間にがんじがらめになっちまったんだ。ただ事実だけを説明したとして、お前は許されたとは感じないだろう。お前が許されたと感じるためには、まずお前が自ら罪と向き合わなければならなかった。ま、そんな時に都合よくお前から脅迫状が届いたことだし、それを利用して一芝居打とうってことになった。お前は悪くないと、お前の善も悪も全て受け入れてくれる、そんな人物の登場を待っている。俺が書いたのはそういう筋書きだ。
Red looked from Wolfie to me.
私は許されたんでしょうか？
そりゃお前が一番よく知ってんだろ。
つうわけだ。後の問題はお前に任せる。
Roshi patted me on the head. Right.
ゆりかさん。
I balled my fist in my lap. Then, after a deep breath, I looked Red squarely in the eye. I'm sorry, Red. Regardless of my motive, the fact is, I deceived you. I want to ask you to forgive me, and I won't blame you if you hate my guts for it.
なぜあなたが謝るんですか？
What? This unexpected reply caught me off guard. But it was all an act. Everything. I tricked you. I knew Wolfie and Roshi were behind a lot of the harassment, but I chose not to tell you, on purpose.
それは分かっています。しかし、そもそもあなたを巻き込んだのは私が脅迫状を送ったことが原因ですし。
Me too, and I have the sequel too. Yay! I'm excited to see you play it, Yuki. Okay, valid point. Wait, no it isn't.
私はただあ
Aw.
なたが無事で良かったと思っただけです。
I had meant to say I'm a bad person before he interrupted me. As I stared at him in surprise, he smiled slightly.
私はあなたが傷つくことが一番嫌だった。
Oh, baby. What a good boy.
うわっ！ ミス・アリス、どうしたんですか？
Tears streaked down my face, one after another. My vision blurred until all I could see was a vaguely red smear. Then I hung my head and choked out. You're just too good to me. Please, call me by my name. I don't know how I found the strength to make that selfish demand at a time like this, but somehow I did.
ゆりかさん。
Sorry, I can't hear you. Could you repeat that?
ゆりかさん！
What is it, Red? I looked up and donned a smile, but my face was still messy with tears, so it must have looked pretty pathetic. I was just so happy that he smiled at me I couldn't stop myself.
一つ、聞いてもいいですか？
Sure, what is it?
あなたが私を騙していたというなら、あなたが私を好きだと言ったことも。いえ、やはり答えてくれなくても構いません。
Why is that?
私はバカですから、疑うことを知らないんです。
He smiled shyly. Aw, Red! Will you forgive me for my part in the deceit?
はい。私はあなたを許します。そして、私自身も許します。
Red? Oh, that's so cute! Oh wait, I love that. I'll change my pictures to that later. Oh, that's so cute, actually. I love that. That is adorable. Unable to hold back, I threw my arms around him.
うわ
I love you so much!
ー！ゆりかさん、そんな状態で抱きつかれたら。
Go ahead and have your nosebleed. I'll be right there to mop it up. Or punch me until I let go. Either way.
そんなことはしないですけど、お兄さんも狼もいますし。
Then consider me an exhibitionist.
周知プレイ。
あ、今変な想像しただろ。いやらしい。
してない。してませんからね。変な想像なんてするわけないだろう。お前じゃあるまいし、エロ狼。
なんだよなんだよ。俺らガキの頃、ばあちゃんに隠れてエロ本読んでた仲だろ。
Why would your grandma hide porn mags in the attic, huh? Oh my god.
な。
Now I get it. So Wolfie's been a bad influence. Don't worry, any boyfriend of mine is permitted to dabble in porn magazines, no matter how kinky.
マジで？
Wolfie. Oh my god, the brother's here.
なあなあアリスちゃん、こんな童貞野郎じゃなくて俺と遊ぼうよ。俺の方が絶対楽しいって。
I like Wolfie a lot. He's a good boy.
ど。
Hate to break it to you, Wolfie, but I'm not the type to go astray.
道草はいいっすよ。楽しいっすよ。
この辺にしておけ。
いて。
帰るぞ、狼。
マジで？お兄さん、妹ちゃんがこのまま本番突入してもいいんす。
That's crazy.
湖に捨てるぞ。
それだけはマジ勘弁っす。あん時俺マジで死ぬと思ったんすからね。ブレアクション。
I like Wolfie a lot. I wish he had a route.
おい、ユリカ。とりあえず固まってるそいつを何とかしてやれ。
Sure things. Thanks, big brother. And so Ryoshi walked off, dragging Wolfie by the scruff of the neck. As for Red, he was opening and closing his mouth in rapid succession like a fish washed to shore. Well, looks like it's just the two of us. I want to see Wolfie route, right, Vera? Yes! I wish it's available, but it's not. It's so mean. With my arm still around his neck, I batted my lashes flirtatiously.
はっ。
Mm-hmm. Yes?
あなたは私のことキスですか？
He's so cute. Sorry. He's so cute. He has a route in the sequel. Wolfie? Huh? No, wait. No. in the next one, it's... Eh? No way. No, in the sequel, it's Gretel and Kaguya. And then in the third one, it's Snow White and the Wizard. And then finally, it's Alice. There's no Wolfie route, unfortunately. No. Like, I've already checked this multiple times, unfortunately. There's no hope for me. You mean like a kiss? Aww. Yeah, I'd like that. Aww, cute. I pecked him on the lips. What is it they always say afterwards? Thanks for the treat?
Naniを言ってるんですか？私は狼なんですよ。
He does in the sequel of the game I check? Huh? Where? Send me the link? I'm not going to stop loving you just because you're a wolf. I mean, sure, your animal side might catch me off guard from time to time, but I'm not entirely opposed. If anything, it's actually kind of endearing. I have not seen him act wolfish this entire route. I don't know what she's on about. Ever since the boys told me about you, I was always a little curious. And after spending time with you, I was officially head over heels. So I asked Wolfie to give me a slightly different role to play. You're always so earnest and dutiful. Your shy side is adorable. Your sincerity, sweet. You're just all around adorable.
私はバカですよ。狼が言った通り、どうしようもなく頭が悪いんです。失ってからじゃないと大切なものに気がつかない大バカ者なんです。
Himbos are like really popular right now, babes.
それに私はあなたのことを騙した。
I promptly shut him out with my lips. We slowly pulled apart and I smiled. We'll consider that your punishment for lying to me. Now it's your turn to punish me. She's crazy for saying that. I closed my eyes as if to say, have at it, tiger.
こんなのむしろご褒美。
Good boy. The second kiss apparently exceeded his maximum threshold because he exploded into a nosebleed and passed out. What the? Red, pull yourself together. Red?
「愛など知らなければよかった」「知らなければ私はきっとこの苦しみも知ることはなかっただろう」
Oh, it's an after story, but I don't think I can do that because I don't have the heads and tails version. Oh wait, oh that's like the newest game, right? Oh, okay. I'll look into it then. If I like Taisho X Alice up until the epilogue. I don't have heads and tails. I see. I didn't know.
誰の言葉だって？さあ、誰だろうね。愛を知った赤ずきんは、同時に孤独を知った。でも、再び誰かに愛されることで、孤独から救われた。
Yes, thank you for sending it to me, Yuki.
孤独ってなんだろうね。人は一人で生きていけるわけないのに、自分が取り残されたように感じるんでしょ？君も孤独を感じてる？
Excuse me, that's rude.
僕はよくわからないな。まあでも、これでめでたしめでたし。ハッピーエンド一丁上がりってね。満足かい？
Once upon a time, there lived a lonely little boy. The boy was perpetually isolated. Why? Because his mother had warned him that the outside world was full of wicked wolves, and he wasn't to speak with them. And so he lived hidden away from the world with no personal connections. But the boy yearned to explore the world. And one day, while his mother was away, he snuck out of the house to visit the lake. The outside world was vast and filled with things he had never seen before, but the boy only ever ventured to the lake alone. It was expected for children his age to attend school, but not him. Then one day, a boy named Wolfie called out to him. The lonely boy remembered his mother's warning and tried to ignore Wolfie. Over time, he found it hard to believe that the other boy could be wicked. The more they talked, the closer the two boys became. Wolfie had a poor constitution and lived together with his grandmother. After she met the lonely boy, she sewed him a Red Riding Hood so that he could conceal his unusual appearance from the world. It suited him well, and from that day forward, everyone referred to him as Red Riding Hood. Every day spent with Wolfie was a blast for Red Riding Hood. Day after day, he would sneak out of the house to go see him. One day, the two boys were playing together when all of a sudden, a man rushed over to them. The man told them grandmother had fallen ill and was looking for her grandson. The man grabbed Red Riding Hood's arm instead of Wolfie's. "I'm not Wolfie." It should have been an easy feat to correct the misunderstanding, but instead, Red Riding Hood left to go visit grandmother in place of Wolfie. In doing so, he had betrayed not only his mother, but now Wolfie and grandmother as well. When he returned home that night, he was surprised to see that the lights were on. His mother was home. Hesitantly, he opened the door, and inside he found his mother staring at him with cold, distant eyes. After that night, his mother never returned to him again. He cursed himself for disobeying her. If only he hadn't disobeyed his mother and gone astray, he never would have betrayed and ultimately lost everyone he ever cared about. Alone, Red Riding Hood looked at himself in the mirror. Big ears, sparkling eyes, and a deceitful tongue. That was when he realized the real reason his mother had kept him inside was because he himself was a wicked wolf. From then on, Red Riding Hood decided never to get attached to anyone ever again. Instead, he chose to live a life of quiet solitude. His mother was gone. Wolfie and his grandmother was gone. He lived alone, with no one by his side. He would never go astray again. This was his punishment. Time passed. One sunny day, a much older Red Riding Hood spotted a hunter walking by. As luck would have it, it was the same man who had mistaken him for Wolfie that fateful day. The hunter was walking with the princess, whose smile was radiant like the sun. Weighed down with crushing loneliness, Red Riding Hood grew unbearably jealous. Then something occurred to him. If he transformed himself into a police officer to protect the princess, he could use her to get closer to Hunter. Having successfully wormed his way into the princess's castle, Red Riding Hood attempted to frighten the princess, but nothing worked as planned. Instead, an entirely different big bad wolf started to harass her as well. The more time he spent with her, the more he sincerely wanted to keep her safe. But the more he fell for her, the more guilt he felt for deceiving her. Once he caught the big bad wolf, Red Riding Hood vowed to confess everything to the princess. But the moment he took his eyes off her, she was kidnapped by the big bad wolf. When he went to the lake to rescue her, there he found a much older Wolfie holding the princess hostage. As it turned out, Wolfie was the other big bad wolf. He ordered Red Riding Hood to admit his crimes in exchange for the princess's safe return. Convinced that his friend resented him for visiting grandmother in his place, Red Riding Hood apologized over and over again. But Wolfie didn't care. Eventually, Wolfie lost patience and tried to hurt the princess. In a panic, Red Riding Hood lunged forward, sending the three of them toppling into the lake. Once Red Riding Hood had rescued two of them, he apologized for his deceit. The truth is, I'm a big bad wolf. At this, the princess's sudden smile clouded over, and she apologized in return. I knew you were deceiving me, and I was deceiving you right back. Then the hunter walked over and revealed the truth. It was all part of an elaborate ploy set up by the Wolfie, the princess, and the hunter himself. Now an adult, Red Riding Hood was still chained down by the sins of his childhood, and solitude was his miserable punishment. There was only one way to save him: to forgive his crimes. When Wolfie told him to admit his crimes, what he really meant was, come to terms with your own mistakes. Princess forgave Red Riding Hood for telling lies. And Red Riding Hood forgave her in turn, as well as himself. And so, vindicated by the power of love, Red Riding Hood and the princess lived happily ever after. Aww, it's colored now. How cute. Okay, so I think my thoughts is that... Oh, okay, never mind. Once upon a time in the looking glass world, there lived a lonely young man who spent all his days in perfect solitude. He lived hidden away from the world with no personal connections to speak of. But that's all in the past now.
よし、今日こそは言うぞ。
Hello? Who is it?
赤ずきんです。よかったら開けていただけると助かります。
Red, welcome. You're rather early.
こんに
Aww,
ちは、ゆりかさん。
carnations.
この度はお茶会にお招きいただきましてありがとうございます。
Of course. Likewise, thanks for coming.
ゆりかさん、
Mm-hmm. Yes, what is it?
このお花。
Wow, what lovely carnations. For me?
はい。あなたのことを思って摘んできました。
Aw, cutie. Thank you so much. I love them.
喜んでいただけて何よりです。
Yes?
まだ狼や漁師さんは来てはいないんですよね。
Nope, just you so far.
そうですか。いえ、その。
Red, care to explain why exactly you turned up ahead of time?
それはその彼らに邪魔をされたくなかったからでして。
Cute. So you wanted to be alone with me?
そうです。あなたと二人きりになりたかったんです。迷惑でしたか？
Not at all. Of course not. If anything, I support it.
そうですか。よかった。それでですね。
ん？
今日こそはあなたにあの時のお返事をと思いまして。
What question?
はい、あの時の。
What?
ゆりかさん、私はあなたのことが。
Okay. So cute. Yes?
好きだらけです。
Bruh! Come on! We already kissed! Should have seen that one coming.
いえ、違います。今のは間違いです。忘れてください。
Okay. Poof. Memory deleted.
では、もう一度やり直しますね。
Okay.
ゆりかさん、私はあなたのことが
Hello?
すみません。わざとじゃないんです。つい。なんというか、こういうことには慣れていなくて。というより、初めてと言いますか。
Look, Red, you don't have to tell me today. I'll gladly wait until you're ready.
いえ、それではダメなんです。
Okay. Why is it unacceptable?
それは、あなたにばかり告白させて、 それをいつまでも保留にするのは男らしくありません。
Red?
カーネーション。ゆりかさん、あなたは知っていますか？赤いカーネーションの花言葉。
Nope. Will you tell me?
赤いカーネーションの花言葉は、母の愛、愛を信じる。それと、熱烈な愛だそうです。
Ardent love?
はい。ゆりかさん。私はあなたのそばにいると、溺れたように息が苦しくなって、心臓がドキドキして、わけがわからなくなるんです。でも、それは決して嫌な気持ちではなくて、むしろ、とても楽しい気持ちで、あなたともっと一緒にいたいと思うんです。そして、あなたと離れているときは、あなたの顔ばかりが思い浮かんで、やっぱり胸が苦しくなるんです。で、それはなぜなのか、自分なりに考えてみたんですが、その結果、私はあなたのことがとても気になっているのではないかと思いまして。いえ、違いますね。私はあなたにいつの間にか夢中になっていたのだと思います。ゆりかさん、
Yes?
好きです。私はあなたのことが大好きです。
Yay!
だから、すみません。
Red? What's that?
これは私を騙したあなたへの罰です。花束越しですが、これでおあいこにはなりませんか？どうしましたか？顔が真っ赤ですよ。もしかしてまた風邪ですか？
My chest aches and I can't breathe.
それは大変です。今すぐベッドに運ばないと。
Bed?
ゆりかさん、ゆりかさん。
Oh, that is so adorable. Oh, that is so cute. And they lived happily ever after. That is so cute. Yay! Oh, look at him! Oh, that's really cute. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break to go to the toilet, and then we're gonna go through all the bad endings. So be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Oh, better than Cinderella. I think it's really cute, but too bad like Arisu is not also on as a chibi. Like it would be cuter if it's like both Red and Arisu together, like the Cinderella one. But oh well, you know, oh well. But my thoughts on the happy ending, honestly, I feel like Cinderella's route is funnier, but it's mostly because the side characters are funny, you know? But regarding romance, I feel like Arisu suits Red Riding Hood more. And also, while the route is kind of weak, like the plot line itself is kind of weak, just like, alright, you're lonely, so we should make up a plot of not making you lonely anymore by gaslighting you. Like, I think the plot is kind of weak, but at the same time, it's still way better than Cinderella's. I really hate Cinderella's ending. Like, it was good up until that part. I was so excited for it. But yeah, like, the ending really ruined it. But so I think this is like a sliver better. This is tiny bit. Like, Cinderella would have been better, way better, if the ending was good. But however, the ending was super bad. So I way prefer Red Riding Hoods. But yeah, it's hopefully, like, I've heard that it only gets better from episode 1. So episode 2 would be better, and then episode 3 would be better, and then epilogue would be good as well. So yeah, like, this is honestly the lowest they would go. So Cinderella would be like the lowest they could go. So that's good. That means improvement, and we like improvements here. So yeah. Now let's go and do the bad endings. Will you go along with his suggestion? No. I refuse. I shot him down point blank.
では、危険な目に遭わされてもよいと。
I never said that. I just want you to find a different solution. That's all. He may be a cop, but regardless, I refuse to let a grown man sleep in my house. It's not safe.
本作戦が現状で最も成功率も安全性も高いわけですが。
I don't care. I want a different solution.
その理由は
Also, thank you, Yuki. Looked directly into my eyes, and I averted my gaze. Because I'm a woman, and you're a stranger, an adult male stranger.
なるほど。あなたはやはり自意識過剰のようだ。はっきり言いましょう。私はあなたに興味はない。
Oh, okay. He doesn't say sexual interest in the Japanese. This irks to me, to say the least. That doesn't magically make me more comfortable around you. I mean, face it. You're just so attractive.
は
You may not be into me, but I'm totally into you. And if we were left alone together, the blackmail would be the least of my problems. He stared at me aghast as I raised my fist in declaration.
そうですか。わかりました。あなたがそこまで言うなら、他の案を検討することにします。
He grabbed the blackmail letter and awkwardly stuffed it into his pocket. Then he got to his feet and strode to the door. Wait, what? Hold on! I was just kidding!
それでは失礼します。
He got scared. He's gone.
うーわーフラグクラッシャーだ。
Who's there?
やあやあ、はじめまして、こんにちは。俺は魔法使いって言います。さっきから見てたけど、なんでせっかくの機会を自ら棒に振っちゃうのかな。そんなんじゃ恋も何も始まらないよ。ん？どうしたの？
I get it now. You're my stalker.
失礼な！違うよ
But you just said you were watching me.
それはそうだけど、いやでも違うんだって。なんていうか、物陰から君のことを見守っていたというか、なんというか。
That's what stalkers do. He's right here, officer!
ああ、わわ、ダメダメ、やめて
I like the wizard. Okay, he's funny. I don't trust you.
違うよ、信じて。
Fine, I'll trust you. So, what are you doing here? Oh god, you're not here to kill me, aren't you?
全然信じてない。ああ、もういいよ。とりあえず、やり直しで。
Start what over exactly?
ハッピーエンドを目指してやり直すんだよ。
That doesn't answer my question. What I want to know is, what do you expect me to redo? Wait, I get it. You dodged the question because you don't want to tell me.
That's right!
That's why.
その洞察力で正解を導き出してほしいわけだけど、無理か。
They said deductive reasoning, and immediately my mind went to when is Ace Attorney 7 coming out? By the way, if Ace Attorney 7 ever came out, I'm playing it. Like, all the games I have right now will be dropped to play it. I'm just putting it out.
まあでも、とりあえず今回はダメだったってことで。はい、やり直し。
Yarinash! The fairy tales mark the end, apparently. Alright. Next. Will you let him settle? Eh? He's coming down with something. Is it not this one? He's coming down with something. Oh, I get it!
なんだ
You're running a fever, aren't you?
そうだいや、そうです。ちょっと今、具合が悪くて。
In that case, maybe you shouldn't loan me your riding hood. Aren't you cold without it? Here, I can give it back.
いいからそのまま着ててくださいとにかく、私は、さようなら
Huh? Hey, wait, Red! But Red had dashed off and out of sight. He's gone. What's gotten into him?
わかりました。赤ずきんさん、風邪ですね。
What the fuck, dude? Are you mocking me?
ってなんでやねん
Huh? Who are you?
あ、どうもどうも。迷えるあなたの道しるべ、魔法使いさんです。
Wizard is way more funny in Red's route than in Cinderella's route. In Cinderella's route, he was just annoying and useless. This is fun. What, Mr. Wizard?
ねえねえヒロインちゃん、さすがに今のボケはひどいよ。せっかく彼の本性を暴ける絶好の機会だったのにふざけすぎ。それとも天然なの？
Hey.
確かにアホの子を演じるのも一つの手だとは思うけど、今回の場合は逆効果だったね。
What are you talking about?
あ、それとも天然？
Rude.
まあそんなことはどうでもいいか。どうせこのままじゃ巻き返せないしね。というわけで、はい、バッドエンドです。
はい、バッドエンドです。I like the fourth wall breaking a lot. It's very funny. It entertains me greatly. Okay. Wait, not this one. Tell him I'm no different. Seeing that Red thinks he's a bad person, how will you respond? I'm no different. I'm the same way, you know.
あなたもですか
Yeah, the real me is dark and twisted. Maybe it's no wonder the wolf has it out for me. I gave him a pained smile.
たとえ、そうだったとしても、あなたは私が守ります。
Right, thank you. You really are a sweetheart, you know that?
そうですか。
He looked to be on the verge of tears, so I gently stroked his head. This time he didn't make a fuss about it, he just quietly accepted it. Then, after a moment, he whispered,
狼を捕まえたら、狼を捕まえたら、あなたにお話ししたいこと。
Is it the same? I thought I'm getting a bad ending from this. Let's see where it leads. I did reload the right thing, right? Yeah, I'm no different. Ah, okay. Ow, that hurts! Quit pulling so hard!
うるせえな。ここでおとなしく待ってろ。
Whoa! He shoved me from behind and I toppled to the ground like a sack of potatoes. Ow! With no time to brace myself, I hit the floor hard.
ああ、すまん。
I glared up at him. He didn't look very sorry at all. He leaned against the wall and returned my gaze with his almond-shaped eyes. Why are you doing this? Oh, interesting. With this one? we don't teach him to forgive himself. So we're not colluding with them in trying to make a Red repent. Interesting.
お前が勝手な行動を起こさないよう保険だよ保険。
Here in his forest cottage, my captor was none other than Mr. Huntsman. He reaches into his pockets, took out a pack of cigarettes, and set one between his lips. No smoking.
ちっこんな時でもうっせえな。
Nope, not now, not ever. It's the same.
分かってるだろうが。
And with that cold unfeeling, he shut the door, read. I sat down on the bed and tucked my knees under my chin. When Mr. Huntsman kidnapped me, Red didn't move an inch. Not that I blamed him. It was all really sudden and unexpected, so he probably wasn't sure how to react. But for some reason, the memory of his pained expression made my chest ache. I hope he'll come to my rescue.
残念ながら彼は来ないよ。
Who's there?
彼は君がさらわれてしまったという現実に耐えかねて道草してしまった。
It's not as cool as I had hoped. It's just, oh well, he gave up on you because you did one wrong answer. That sucks a little bit. That's...
あるはずないと言えるかい？彼は素直で騙されやすい。そんな彼の目の前で守るべき対象だった君がさらわれたんだ。彼の心は深く傷つき、自らの罪と向き合えず、罪を重ねてしまってもおかしくはない。そして、今、君も罪を重ねてしまった。そして、この僕も。
Okay, this is really interesting. I want to know the overarching plot so bad. What does that mean? Wait, that's so interesting! No, come back! No, explain! Okay, finish reading all the scenarios. And finish reading all scenarios of the Red Riding Hood round. Okay, so I finished Taisho X Alice episode 1. So the next time I play, I'll be playing Taisho X Alice episode 2. Okay, cool. I still feel like it's such a ripoff that they divided this into 4 games. It's a ripoff. Absolutely. Only get it while it's on discount. Okay, I see. But yeah, I think I like Red Riding Hood's route more than Cinderella's. Cinderella's was better overall, but the ending really docked a lot of points for me. Like, I can see myself kind of going through Red's route again, but I don't see myself going through Cinderella's again because the ending pissed me off that much. But yeah, I really like... I'm interested enough to keep going, especially since after this we have Gretel, which is very polarized. All my friends and all the reviews I read, they hate Gretel's route. So, considering how fun Gretel is in Cinderella's route, I would like to know. I'll probably share the same opinion, considering literally everything I read said they hate Gretel. But we'll see. Tomorrow I will go back to Steam Prison. I'll be doing Yune's route. Right now I'm debating because I've only been streaming for 2.5 hours, which is like nothing. I'm thinking of playing the game that my friend got for me, but I don't know if it's... I don't know how long it is. That's the thing. Maybe I could. Actually, yeah. Okay, the game is called The No Existence of You and Me. I don't know anything about the game except that the art style is good. So, it's also not an otome. So it's like a... I don't even know what kind of game it is. I'll have to update a lot of things on my end. It's overwhelmingly positive. Oh, you can hear that. And it uses game as a medium to showcase the world of you/girl. Explore the truth of you, girl, world through the form of a visual novel. That's apparently the what is it called? The description. So yeah, I have no clue what it's about, but I guess we should do that because I don't know what else we could do to fill up the time. Because I really don't feel like I've streamed enough today. But yeah, be right back, everyone. finish setting things up. Okay, so first of all, can we just say, like, the art style is so gorgeous, right? And the music's really good too, right? Hopefully my sound isn't like too loud or too low compared to like the background music. I'm not sure because my stream haven't caught up with my talking voice. So I guess I'll change it when I hear that it's too loud or whatever. But yeah. I think the background actually might be a little too loud. I'm gonna lower it a bit. Ah! What did I press? Did it? First, like that. Yeah. Okay. Should be good now. Alright, let's go. I have no idea what to expect from this. All I know is that my friend Unlighted was like, hey Vera, do you want the game? It's like on sale right now and I like it. And you should play it. So I was like, okay. That's pretty much it. That's how I got the game. But yeah, look, it's so pretty. And I think it's a Chinese game because of the characters, like the bu, and then there's blah, and then zai, the ni, wo. Like, yeah, like I recognize a lot of these characters, but I cannot read them. But yeah, I see. There's this. Eh? Oh, okay. Let's go. I don't know why it says continue because I've never played this game. Never even loaded it before. This is the first time.
很高兴你能愿意为我这么做，只是
Definitely Chinese. 只是
现在的我还是我吗？我不清楚，但我也曾期盼过这幅景象，哪怕它只是一种可能。我没有恶意，只是我并不希望它真的发生。但无论怎么说，这都是你的选择。否定这段故事和你选择的选择，我当然也表示认同。
I've never played this though, huh?
好吧，那就让此刻的我不复存在吧。
I'm so confused already. I have never loaded this game, I think. Chapter 1. The first encounter. On that afternoon, Lilith appeared. I'm lying on the bed, lost in a blur of time. I don't know how long I've been asleep, and I can't even remember the last time I ate. The only thing left for me to do is to die here and wait for my body to decay. And then she showed up by the window. She's gorgeous, holy shit. Already I'm in love. Look at her, she's gorgeous, bruh. Insane. Art style's insane. She said nothing, just tilted her head and looked at you like you were just another object in her room. The chair said that, apparently. Of course, you are the real master of this room, said the desk. You haven't spoken to anyone in a long time, so it takes you a moment to realize how to even start. Can I save? Can I save? Oh, I can do
準備は
Japanese.
いい？始めるわよ。
I prefer Chinese. I prefer Japanese over Chinese. I'm so sorry. Do we not get save files? Okay. What should I... Did I just manage to speak? Or is it that choices in this game are meaningless? Silence. Even after silence comes more silence, but silence is always destined to be broken.
ちゃんと聞こえてたわ。あなたはこのゲームの主人公よ。今は部屋の中で美少女の攻略を企んでいるところね。
And what about you? Are you the beautiful maiden I've Are you just texture on a screen, or are you a figment of my imagination? Are you a texture on a screen?
本当に知りたい？選択肢に選ばされたのではなくて？
In the next moment, she vanished from your sight. Then she emerged again, this time a little closer than before. You realize what she did. It meant she had just stepped closer to you. Or did you walk towards her instead? The crimson glow, her eyes, they pierced through me, unblinking. This thought lingers in your mind, yet feels like it belongs to someone else. Wait, what are these chaotic noises? What chaotic noises? Are you asking us? We're the furniture in your chamber. You spent a long time talking to us, so we've become very familiar with everything about you, dear friend. In short, you can think of us as your senses, honored one. My most loyal subjects, it has been far too long, hasn't it? It has been a long time, Your Majesty. You remain as dignified and full of spirit as ever. Mm-hmm.
見つめられるとドキドキする？
It's scary. Are you wearing colored contacts? Or is it that only your eyes have this color? Oh, is it only her eyes that have color? Ah, interesting. Sure.
空気が読めない人は嫌われるわよ。
No, don't hate me.
目が綺麗だと褒められていると受け取ってあげるわ。じゃあ、私が本当に実在していると思う？
Then, do you think she really exists? I'm not sure. I want to figure out the answer to that question with you. Did I just get a hug?
この行為は間違いなくハグと呼べるわね。
She's pretty.
これは儀式でもあるの。君に私の存在を感じてもらうための儀式ね。ねえ、今の感覚を教えて。
A brand new sheet of 8-4 paper, slicing your finger as you pull it out. The softness of a cat's fur brushing against your palm, or chalk dust and debris mixing into the air, drawn into your nostrils. Well, I like cats, so let's go with cat.
なるほど。触覚ってことね。つまり、大した刺激ではなかったってことね。
It's very philosophical thus far. It's definitely not the type of game I usually play.
もう少し力を入れたわ。こうすると、二人の距離がもっと近くなったわね。それで、きつーくハグされた今は、どんな感覚？
The first sprout breaking through the soil? That
よかったわ
sounds
ね。
positive.
感覚が強くなって。さらに力を入れたわよ。まるで合体しているみたいね。で、合体するほどハグされるのはどんな感覚なのかしら。
There's like like a pervert. I will not do that. Probably later. I've never felt better. I don't know. Help! I can't breathe. I've never felt better. Oh, yo, holy shit, chill. I'm not reading all of that. Huh? On the morning of April 16th, Dr. View stepped out of his clinic and kicked against a dead rat at the bottom of the stairs. What even is this? Ooh, Alice in the Wonderland. Alice ran across the field after it, and fortunately was just in time. Was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. I'll do that because I like Alice in the Wonderland. I love you. I am so confused.
素晴らしいわ。儀式は成功よ。
She's so pretty. I wish I could draw like that.
感動しすぎて涙が出ちゃいそう。
She's so pretty.
とにかく、私はリリスよ。よろしくね。
Chapter 1 Sweet Cake Time. The existence of certain cakes is not known to people in the literal sense, yet their very being points to an existence of other cakes in a symbolic way. That is, the belief in the existence of ovens serves as faith or a hypothesis for the existence of time machines, and an inexplicable motive at that, experienced by people. Lilith Cake Studies Volume 2. That sounds a little like Plato's like perfect thingy thing. Right? It sounds a little like that. I don't know, man. I don't understand philosophical things. I'm just gonna be like going, huh? For most of the time, unfortunately. Brain smooth. Your Majesty, it's been a long time since went missing. Shall we continue the search? How do you even pronounce that? Is it a mute sound or just block after block after block? Oh, my dear Majesty, however you prefer. After all, this line has no voice acting. Who is Bleh? Bleh is a young girl who appears in screens, yellowed notebooks, and fleeting moments of lost time. Like how every Thursday afternoon, John takes a walk to the church square because the pigeons there have finally earned their diplomas. I'm so confused. I want to know more about this girl. So, none of you know anything? My apologies, Your Majesty. I know! Speak freely, my loyal subject. Her name is Bleh. She was once your Bleh, and she has the same Bleh as Bleh. Her traits include Bleh and Bleh. She wants Bleh, and then it's just Bleh, which is leading to her. In short, the girl beyond the world has disappeared. You stare at the black notebook, and a strange sense of familiarity washes over you. Feels like sipping an aged wine. Its deep mahogany color nurtured in an oak barrel, drowning it in one gulp. The burning sensation traveling from your throat to your lungs, mingling with the surrounding air. It's not fatal, just slightly melancholic. Fuck yeah, open it.
あら？何をしているのかしら？
It's my room! I can touch my things, right? Sure.
ごめんなさい。驚かせちゃったわね。
It's nothing.
じゃあ、この前の続きをやりましょう。
What were we doing earlier?
あら、まさか忘れたの？あの誓いも、絆も、感動も、覚えているのはリリスだけなの？
Ooh, bonds, emotions.
絆、感動よ。
She's so pretty.
覚えていなくても大丈夫。これはビジュアルノベルなの。過去の記録を使って昔のことを振り返ることができるの。
Hey, you're not letting me press it. Oh, you are. Okay. This is different. Wow. Wow, that's so cool. Player, we're going to be away for a while. Take care of yourself, okay? Oh, by the way, there's a girl coming to stay with us for a while. I wonder what kind of girl she'll be. I'm so excited. 2 hours later. Hi, my name is Lilith. Sorry to bother you, but is this Player's house? Yes, this is the place. Looking at you, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. That's right. It's time to retrieve your memory from your previous life. In your past life, when I was the Sakura Maiden of Divine Rebirth, my power is no longer sufficient to keep the 4 heavenly kings sealed away. I remember now, our memories and bonds. I can remember everything. Lilith-chan, let's save the world together again. That's fantastic, Player-sama. What the fuck is going on? Lost memories, definitions from past and future. I got an achievement for that. That's not the real history log.
あら、バレた？ ただの冗談よ。
What if I open it again?
本当の過去の記録を返すのね。今からちゃんと使えるようになるわ。
Yes. Interesting.
過去の記憶を読む必要性が出てくるのは、君が私の話をちゃんと聞いていなかったせいな気もするけど。でも、君になら何度でも同じことを話してあげてもいいわよ。おう、自己紹介がまだだったわね。私はリリス。子供の頃よく一緒に遊んだじゃない？
Are you sure?
覚えてくれているかしら？
Okay, it didn't change again. Childhood friend? I have one of those?
もう忘れちゃったの？夏になると一緒にあっちこっち回ったり、木に登ったり、蝶々を追いかけたりしたでしょ？他にもゲームをしたり、一緒に宿題をしたり。
What you're describing is so generic. It could apply to anyone.
この話ならどうかしら。二人で山登りをしていたら、冬眠から目覚めたばかりのヒグマが現れて。
It's something like that. It's a wonder we're still alive.
まったくもう、細かいことは気にしない。とにかく、子供の頃の知り合いと今再会したってわけ。それでいいでしょ？そういえば、ずっと食事をしていなかったでしょ？一緒に何か作りましょう。じゃじゃーん！ここからは、リリスのスペシャルスイートケーキタイム。つまり、リリス先生の指導のもとで、君に美味しいいちごケーキを作ってもらおうってこと。ケーキが完成したら、ふわふわな幸せに包まれながらケーキを堪能しましょう。
I don't really get it, but sure, I love cake.
それじゃ、今すぐ始めましょう。制作手順は、簡単に説明するわね。まず、シフォンケーキを作ります。その後、ケーキにクリームを塗って、最後にイチゴを添えるの。手始めにシフォンケーキを作りましょう。
Yay!
まず、棚からイチゴ、油、薄力粉、砂糖、卵を出して。
Do I even have these things in the cabinet? That's the question you ask yourself. But regardless, this is worth trying. After all, that's no evidence yet that they aren't in the cabinet. Press it, thank you. Open the cabinet door.
全部あるじゃない。もしかして天使のような夢の美少女が用意してくれたのかしら。
Takes out milk, cooking oil, cake flour, sugar, and eggs.
さあ、卵を卵黄と卵白に分けて。
Separate them with overwhelming sorrow. You look at the egg, me, in front of you, and a profound sadness floods your heart. It's the kind of feeling one might call fate. When is an egg's destiny truly decided? Is it the moment it comes into existence? The moment it's noticed by the girl in front of it? Or the moment its fragile shell is shattered by an external force? Or perhaps, in this modern age where hedonism erodes grand ideals, the concept of fate has long since dissolved.
そしたら、牛乳、砂糖、コーン油を入れて混ぜる。
We have cooking oil, not corn oil, huh? Add them and mix.
さらに、薄力粉も入れて混ぜる。次は、卵黄を入れてもっと混ぜる。
Why is it? Okay, how much closer can we get to the whisk? Let's wait. I am curious. Oh, the song's gone though. I hate it when the song is gone. Okay, it's back. How much longer is it going to zoom in? Oh, okay. At the minute.
新しいボウルに卵白を入れて混ぜて。それができたら、混ぜた卵白をさっきのボウルに加えて混ぜ続けて。
Mix everything together with an overwhelming sense of sorrow. Stir in circles, then another circle, and then another. entire world is nothing more than a meaningless machine, endlessly cycling in a drone hum of repetition.
これでよし。生地の準備ができたわ。次はオーブンに入れるだけ。
Place the batter in the oven. The oven begins its work, just like any normal oven in this world. This marks your release from the tedious labor of machinery, granting you a fleeting moment of freedom.
どうかした？
You still haven't answered my earlier question.
そうなの。見知らぬ少女が突然家に現れて、こんな設定、今年の純愛物語神ゲー最有力候補か。ありふれたホラー映画のストーリーくらいよね。君は私を誰だと思う？
Is there no options? Sorry. I really want to hear her voice more, so let's lower the BGM a little bit. You're a murderer hiding behind your cute appearance to strike when the time is right. You're a ghost living in an old house. You're a nagging mom who worries too much about me. Or you're just a game character, or I can't say for sure. You're a ghost living in an old house? That sounds cool. Waiting for new visitors to sit down with you for tea, bringing you new stories.
どうしてわかるの？ここでずっとあなたを待っていたわ。会えて嬉しい。キッチンに大切にしまっている数百年秘蔵の紅茶を今すぐ入れるわね。オレンジの香りがするのよ。そのお茶を飲めば、あなたも幽霊になってこの場所で永遠に一緒にいられるのよ。永遠に。ねえ。
Why? I don't want to become a ghost!
冗談よ。
Bruh.
幽霊になんかならないから。でも、君が望めば、ずっとリリスと一緒にいられる。
Did they mean
これは
to...
本当よ。
Did they mean to have two Liliths on the screen?
とにかく、君が私のことを幽霊だと思ったのは、私のことをそう判断する視点を持っていたから、でしょ？相手のことを理解しようとするとき、頭の中に一番よく現れる概念は、その相手が赤血球や白血球、好酸球などからできているという考え方より、やっぱり友達だとか家族だとか嫌いな人だとか絶対に近づきたくない人だとかでしょ？君が私のことを何者と感じたかは全てが属性や印象の概念の延長線上にあるの。これらの概念が成立するためには一つの前提が必要なの。わかる
I don't understand, but I'm hungry right now, so let's say sizzling hamburger.
そうね。それはあなたが聞いた音ね。その通り。これらの概念を成立させるのは観察者の立場にいる自分なの。友達は誰の友達？嫌っている人は誰が嫌っているの？好きな人は誰が好きな人？殺人鬼も幽霊も母親もゲームキャラもどうやって私と付き合っているの？リリスは何者なのか？私たちはどんな関係で二人の間でどんな物語が綴られるのか？これらのことは自我があるから気になってしまうわけね。どの概念も自我が作り出したものなの。だから自我は絶対的な地位にあるのよ。当たり前のことに聞こえるかもしれないけど、実は自我というのはね、現代の発明なの。大昔の世界は万物が分け隔てなく平和に共存し、全てが一体だった。たまに自我という視点に気づく人もいたけど、ほとんどの人は理念の研究に精力をつぎ込んでいたの。それは雄大かつ完璧な万物を受け入れられる理念。 時には物質として現れ、時に神のように霊体として現れ、また時にロゴスとして現れた。どの形であれ、それが存在することを思えば、人々は安心感が得られたの。そして現代になって、自我が発見されたわ。そして、自身が観察の対象となった途端、世界は主観と客観に分裂したの。それに従って、世界がさらに広がった。今度は亀裂が入った鏡のように、無数のかけらがそれぞれの世界を映し出すようになった。これは、視点としての自我と関わっているの。これが、すべての議論の始まりなのよ。
Why are you suddenly telling me this?
私は本当に存在しているのか。以前、その答えを一緒に探したいとあなたが言ったわ。だから、これからは一緒にいろんなことをして、いろんなことについて考えましょう。そして物語の最後に、あなたは自信を持って自分の選択ができるようになる。
Genuinely, I have no clue what this is on about. Like, genuinely. I'm so sorry. My brain is not comprehending
視点っ
this.
てそんなに重要？そう疑問に思うかもしれないわね。普通の人は、この世界が正常に回っているのが常識だと思っている。このゲームが正常に起動しているように、ね。そう、ここが重要なポイントなの。常識という存在。常識というのは、視点としての自我が世界を認識する重要なツールなの。常識の力を借りて、必要な情報だけを選んで収集すれば、世界は理解できる形で目の前に現れる。常識は非常に頼りになるから、時に人は自我という視点まで忘れてしまうの。このゲームで必要な常識。それは、これはノベルゲームということよ。ノベルゲームは、イラストや背景が違うだけで大体同じ。本質はあまり変わらないから、とてもわかりやすいわね。例えば、リリスの立ち絵が表示されていて、テキストボックスにリリスの名前が書かれていれば、自然にリリスと話していると思うでしょ？でも、その常識は、本当に信じていいの？それが事実じゃない可能性だってあるわ。喋っているのはリリスじゃなくて、リリスのリボンかもしれない。あるいは、リリスという3つの文字に何の意味もないかもしれない。別の例を挙げるなら、この背景を見たら、今は部屋の中にいるのだと認識するでしょ？でももし、視野をもっと広げてみたらどうなる？これは芝居の一部で、大勢の観客が私たちを見ているのかもしれない。映画のロケの可能性だってあるわ。カメラを向けられて、俳優のあなたがセリフを忘れて、外の世界が地震の後の廃墟だったり、ここが人類文明の最後の砦だったり、他の惑星にいる物語の可能性だって考えられるわ。常識が揺らげば、世界の様子がガラリと変わってしまう。この世界は完璧ではなくなり、解釈が必要になってくる。そこで、自我の探求が始まるってわけ。自我の体験によって、世界が様々な形に変化するの。
My head feels dizzy. Have you given an answer? Are you keeping silent? Or are you engaging in some sort of experimental performance art? Perhaps the answer doesn't matter as much. Maybe you simply need an outlet for your emotion, or perhaps you just need a confirmation of your own existence. No matter what, these words have affected you in some way. And then your gaze fixes on the running oven, a fateful glance, Matt, stop thinking like that. Even if you tell yourself not to think, it's futile. Like being told not to think of an elephant, yet thinking of one anyway. Your worst fears come true in the next sound. Then the next second, the oven makes a sound. I'm wondering, is it possible I might actually be a time machine?
ちょっとその考えを今すぐやめて。まだ焼いている途中なの。
You can hear it talking? Time machine's workflow is simple. Put something inside, close the door, then open the door and take it out. Moreover, the state of the item is different when it comes out than when it went in. Well, hi, Loop. Yes, that's exactly my workflow.
ダメ。これ以上考えないで。
Genuinely, I am so confused on what's going on. I don't know if I'll continue till the end.
オーブンがもしタイムマシンになったら恐ろしいことが起きるの。
Terrible things?
ええ、そうよ。オーブンがタイムマシンになってしまうと時空が歪んでしまうの。今の生活は崩壊して新しいものに組み替えられてしまう。この有名な理論は知ってる？蝶の羽ばたきから生まれた小さな風が遠いところでハリケーンを起こすって理論よ。つまりオーブンがタイムマシンになることが現実世界にどれほどの影響を与えるかは私たちには予測もできないのよ。例えばすべての人が毎日25時間ノベルゲームをプレイしなければならない世界になるとか、誰かがルールを破れば元の世界に戻されてしまうとか。
Stop the oven before it's too late! I don't know how! That doesn't sound too bad.
確かにそうね。とにかく、オーブンを説得する最重要任務は任せたわ。必ずオーブンがオーブンであることを認めさせるの。
I see.
別の言い方をするなら、視点としてのあなたが必ずそれをオーブンだと認識しなければならないの。
Alright, leave it to me. Make the oven believe it's not a time machine, but just an oven. You need to find the right thought and capture it before it slips away. Sure. I don't know how to save, by the way. What else could you be but an oven? You are not a time machine. You've always been an oven. Fuck. You are not a time machine. You are an oven. You're not an oven. Wait, no. You are not a time machine. You are an oven. You are not a time machine. You are not a time machine. Is everything right? I guess everything is right, and I just need to capture all of it, right? I'm so confused. Ah, fuck, that's... You are a time machine. How much did I get? It's over. The oven made a crisp sound. It signaled that the process was complete. Open it. Future Goddess Initiative. Stop Fontana Blue Perspective. What? Do you smell something burnt? Takes out the baking tray. Nice. Why the fuck did we put the cream and the fruit on the cake and then baked it? Huh? I just went through an intense psychological battle and the stress was just too much for me to handle. When the pressure builds, the boiling point of water rises, so the food ends up at a higher temperature. It's okay, let's keep working on the cake and finish it. Take the cake out of the mold, the burnt smell invading the room in an almost aggressive way. but you steady your mind and push through. Under Lilith's guidance, you slice the strawberries, whip the cream, and combine it all with the cake layers. Oh, it's so cute! Now it looks like a proper cake. No, an enticing one. The unevenly spread cream even gives it the charm that sets it apart from mass-produced factory goods. Isn't that moving?
今この瞬間、一つのタスクが完了したわ。食べられないけど、
It's
ケ
not.
ーキを切り分ける儀式はちゃんとできる。これが私たちの行動で世界が変わったという証拠なのよ。
Cut the cake. Hands the first slice to Lilith. Huh?
ケーキが落ちた。どうしよう、どうしよう、どうしよう。せっかく君が愛情を込めて渡してくれたケーキなのに、落としちゃった。なんでこうなるの？ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。
It's okay, I'll clean it up.
ありがとう。でも、やっぱりごめん。片付けまでさせちゃって。
I enjoyed baking the cake with you. That's enough for me. Pats Lilith's shoulder. You're right. The process is what matters.
ありがとう。
I'm so confused, bro. Does nothing. Me, for real. In the next moment, you feel a faint pressure on your shoulders and back. The scent of her hair and the softness of her skin. As the brief moment ends, Lilith gazes at you warmly, though there's a hint of mischief in her eyes.
事件現場も綺麗になったし、それじゃリリスが恩返しする番ね。目を閉じて。
Okay, normally.
もう開けてもいいわよ。
It's the same as before.
どう？ここ、とても素敵でしょ？
I've been meaning to ask, where is this place?
ここはリリスの秘密の部屋よ。
Wonderland.
ここに入っていいのはあなただけ。
How did you... they call this a room, but it's just a sofa and a table.
いけない子ね。人の部屋のことチロチロ見ないの。ああ、大事なことを忘れるところだった。
Oh.
今の見た？指を鳴らすだけで美味しいケーキが出現したの。そう、これがリリスの恩返しのリリススペシャルイチゴケーキよ。
And what's with the sparkling effect around the cake?
これがあるとケーキがもっと豪華に見えるでしょ。でも厳密に言えばこの光は全然キラキラしていないわね。もっと練習しないと。さあ、一口食べて。
Thanks, I'll dig in. It doesn't seem to have any flavor?
ええ、味の描写はまだしていないもの。私ならケーキの味よりケーキに使われているクリームの質感や
You want cake
イチ
so
ゴの色合
bad.
いの方が気になるわね。味の描写は君に任せるわ。とっても簡単だから試してみて。もちろん君が望むなら他の味にしてもいいのよ。
Concentrates on the strawberry cake. Fried chicken! No, very. No, I wanted to pick strawberry cake. Oh, okay, we're fine. About visualization,
いちご
the
ケー
boundaries
キ
of
の香りがしてき
perception.
たわね。さあ、早速食べましょう。
I want fried chicken now. Fried chicken with cake would be amazing. And so you and Lilith shared a strawberry cake and spent a joyful moment together. Sweet cake time. Who ate the cake? Is that it? Huh. Oh, chapter 2. Heart-pounding adventures. It is the 2D beautiful girl who bestows the essence of mandrakes upon mandrakes. The unformed defines the formed. This essence, intertwined with the transcendence of hamburger patties, gravitates beyond the ego within the existence of the Demon King, reaching a plane of the being that defines the direction prescribed by the Morphean Codex. Sartre, existence, and NPCs. What the fuck is this? You know? I think my head
ねえ
hurts.
早く起きて。遅刻するわよ。
I think my head hurts. I think this will be all for today. If anyone's interested, no, I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't know if I'm interested in this kind of philosophical fourth wall breaking. I like fourth wall breaking. I just don't like philosophical things, you know? I'm not smart enough for it, nor do I care enough to understand more. It is interesting though, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it here for today. Thank you so much everyone for joining me. I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be playing Steam Prison, playing Saint Yuna's route, which is like the all-knowing, all-revered saint of the Steam Prison world. So yeah, I'm actually excited for that route. Yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.